The world is on the brink of monumental change. Before us stand four unsuspecting heroes, unaware of the destiny that awaits them. These individuals are destined to become part of something far greater, something colossal, something epic, something legendary. Perhaps even surpassing the gods themselves. These heroes will encounter allies and adversaries alike. They will cross paths with souls in desperate need of salvation, and others that are beyond redemption. Their journey will be fraught with adversity and moral quandaries. They will face challenges that test their very essence. How will their journey mold them? Will they emerge stronger, forged in the fires of their trials? Or will they be left broken, beaten, and scarred? In the midst of chaos, they will find moments of triumph and celebrate victories that echo through the ages. Their battles will be legendary, their conquests monumental. Join me as I weave a tale of heroes and villains, of light and darkness, of good and bad. This is a story of epic proportions, where the fate of the world hangs in the balance, and the courage of a few will determine the destiny for many. These are our heroes. Who's gaming now? Doc Strangefruit, Lima Zulu Tango, Grumbles the Dwarf.
On me, I'm just a storyteller. Welcome to Conquest and Cataclysm. Welcome to Conquest and Cataclysm, indeed, everybody. We are having some technical issues today. In fact, in the middle of playing the intro, we lost Doc Strangefruit. So, yeah. We're just going to do a very quick summary, and then I'm going to lay out today's plan for our players. And speaking of our players, hello, my dear party. How are we doing?
Whoa.
We doing okay? We doing good? Feeling sexy?
We have a doc back.
Maybe are we having a doc? Like did it work out?
Hold, I'm sure.
If you hear lots of banging sounds, it'll be me hitting my computer with a hammer.
Percussive maintenance. Excellent. Yeah, so let's just go to the RP scene here, and let me pop out that. So that is correct. And then we go to this one. So people can see that one, Damien is having camera issues. In the actual issues with it just kind of falling apart.
Yeah.
You have not been praising the Omnissiah.
Need to find my overlord.
You need a good tech priest. That's what you need.
Tech priest, yeah.
I do have some litanies written down from Adeptus Mechanicum if you would like to recite some.
My favorite litany, or not litany, but my favorite quote is from I do believe it's Dawn of War 2, where he cites the whole I hereby condemn this planet to death. Exterminatus. Like it's just so powerful. It's just my god. But yes, hello. We have Grumbles, we have Lima, we have Doc. Because of technical issues, of course, Damien and Doc have chosen not to stream, and hopefully their stuff will work well enough that we can have them as a party at the very least. Lima had weird issues with his background flaking out on him, but that was fixed. So yeah,
I have endeavored not to touch it, and hopefully that won't set it off again.
let's hope
It's a
so.
case of, I don't know if I should press really anything.
So with that in mind, who wants to sum up last time, because it's been a while since we played. Who wants to sum up last time? Let's make it a group effort. Let's actually make it a group effort, because I have a feeling you are going to remember different things, all of you. Who wants to start?
Well, Dunbar started surrounded by a bunch of insects at all sides while he was still invisible. Luckily, they could not see through that. But Dunbar tried to use his invisibility rather than just getting into a fight to try to maneuver things, and that didn't work out too well, including sending a very small person on a ladder nearly flying to his death when I yanked the ladder away. And then trying to get another certain person's attention that has a helmet that's apparently soundproof.
Checks out.
Pardon? I can't know what you're saying. Pardon?
Yeah. And then that whole mess ends with us being dragged by a ladder over a flooding bowl that we're in, basically, while I hang from the very bottom of the ladder.
And what was the last thing you remember?
Insect god.
Insect god.
Big, ginormous, scary thing that I'm glad we didn't actually have to fight.
Yeah, okay.
Yet.
Oh, and the black dragon is the one that destroyed the wall, letting the water in.
Ah, see, there you
I was
go.
gonna say, what I remember is all the water, all of it.
All the water. I think you called it a wall of water. Approach.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a continental wall of water moving towards you. So let's hear from Lima. What do you remember?
I remember making very good headway and speed on my souped up Super Mecha Strider and bobbing and weaving and dodging and doing very well. And then trying, mainly, this is what has been haunting my dreams, trying to jump, and that being so difficult that I failed not once, but twice. And that didn't really mean that the third time worked like a charm either. It's just that it wasn't quite as bad as the first two. That's what I am a mecha rider, or what do we call what would you call it? Mecha lowrider? I can't remember what we called it.
Mecha lowrider.
I'm a god at driving these things. However, my own 2 feet, not so much. Turns out, not great at that. So yeah, that's mainly what I remember is me going twang off into the distance, and then hanging out in Fonkin's delightful little pocket dimension, having a martini at the bar. That's what I remember.
Yeah, speaking of Funkin, what does Funkin remember?
What Fonkin remembers is, I don't know what all the fuss is about. Up here it's quite tranquil. There's some good viewing on the old screen. The things outside, not looking quite as good. But I remember having Jeff put up a nice sign at the bar saying no tinkering. That was quite important to me. Yeah, basically you want to be in the bar area and the immediate surrounds, not so much outside. Lots of insects, lots of water, dragons, scorched, singed dwarves, all sorts of things going on outside. Outside bad, inside very, very good.
So how about that epic struggle you had with a bug?
I mean, there's some things I've decided in my mind, I've compartmentalized it as a feature, not a bug. Part of the tale.
There was a certain fight with a bug that was trying to make its way into to grab you and drag you out of your safe little hole.
Yes.
The divine intervention would have had it otherwise, and I do not mean that this was a DM that fumbled his role on purpose. No. The dice were not in my favor. I want to have it very clear. I planned on dragging him out. It did not happen.
Today.
No, not today. Not today. So there is a big old bug head inside your little cavern there.
That's right, where we got a trophy adornment to put together.
Yeah, it's slightly. It has bug juices on it. It might be a bit icky.
Prestidigitate 69 times.
Oddly specific number. Doc, what does Ragnar remember?
Ragnar remembers an explosion in the distance, Fonkin vanishing, lots of bugs appearing, lots of combat, something invisible thundering past him with a rope and a ladder, wondering what the hell that was. Still haven't worked it out yet. Seeing a big bug in the distance and getting ready to go over there, but couldn't get there because all these boss bugs kept getting in the way. Then the big dragon appearing and flooding everywhere, and me getting dragged along by my beard, attached to some random ladder that's hanging out of some hole that I don't know where it goes. At least my beard's not on fire because there's plenty of water, so that's always a bonus. And I haven't dropped my beer, as far as I'm aware.
No, I don't think you have. Lima, you...
I'm going to invent a gyro-stabilized beer mug just for you.
Mm-hmm.
Lima, you looked oddly guilty there for a second. Why is that?
I'm not. I am just saying that it will prevent me from feeling guilty in the future. I think that's mainly what I'm going for.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the problem with the gyro-stabilized beer mug is you won't be able to drink out of it, which will be a delightful side effect.
A straw.
Yes, which will be humiliating. I'm all for it.
That or it'll just be a keg that you can open the tap on at the bottom and then kind of fill over. Yeah. Damon, you wanted to say something.
I remember there was a certain flame weapon that also was coming out of this invisible hole that he has no clue where it came from. That just gets memories of people needing to yell "Snail, snail!" So yeah.
Yes, it's a Flammenwerfer.
Fetch the Flammenwerfer.
Flammen.
Jeffrey, fetch the Flammenwerfer. We have a bug infestation.
Jawohl! I mean, very good, sir. Yes.
I like Jeffrey. Have we decided how we're spelling it today?
I don't think we have. I'm going to leave that up to Grumbles.
I think it would be quite funny if we had a custom role for it.
Oh.
Like 3 or 4 different spellings, and it was like, today's Jeffrey will be... number 4.
Can we... Okay.
Gefaay. Jeffrey.
Can one of my mods please note that down so we can make that, because that sounds amazing. I love that idea.
the Jeffrey name roll.
Yeah, we gotta have it. We gotta have it. But yes, good summary. I don't feel like we've missed anything important. Yeah. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and do one last hello to all the chats out there. None mentioned, none shamed, none forgotten. You know who I'm talking about? It's all of you guys. Thank you for being here. Seriously. We're going to jump straight into the action. We rejoin the story with 2 of our heroes outside, 2 of them inside. The bugs are scattering away. Some of them are flying up into the air. The citizens that were part of the Salt Flats are screaming in terror and trying to flee for their lives. The wall of water is rushing towards you. The next scene, I want everyone to kind of picture almost a movie like a series of quick cuts. Our first cut is Funkin and Alistair grabbing Dunbar and dragging him in, while there's water also rushing around him and people trampling and trying to get away. And Ragnar also hanging on for dear life just inside the hole in the next scene. The next cut we have is the very alarming, very unnatural screeching and creaking of metals and materials shattering. It's a world-altering sound, and the faceless butler having an air of alarm around him, uncertainty. The pocket dimension fills with seawater and debris.
Oh no.
It shatters outwards, and our heroes are next thrown with the water, with the animals and other, bug parts and sand and stuff washing away from where the large dragon was seen, but towards only the gods know. clambering onto anything they can hold on to in the rushing waters, in the tumultuous, cataclysmic event around them. Finally managing to band together and hold on to a large central tent pole that was made out of wood that is floating up and holding on for everything dear to their life. Finally, the waters seem to calm down enough that they float to the top and they are able to breathe. Somewhat worse for wear, somewhat dizzy from the crashing waves and everything going on around them, and being thrown over and head over heels again and again. And finally, as the torrent of water just keeps rushing inwards, there is a moment of calm. And you realize you might be the only survivors from the Salt Flats. Because you're looking around on the surface of the water, of the surface of this flow of water crashing inland. You see nobody else that seemed to be alive around you. The Salt Flats are no longer a desert. It is filled with water, and you are slowly being pushed. Well, I say slowly. You are rather rapidly being pushed towards the rest of the Thousand Needles, the opening towards where the Taurens have their base. And you know there are harpies, you know there are other beings in there through the tales that you've learned in the Salt Flats. And the final fast cut is of Funkin realizing that, there is land, and it seems to be a place where we can actually paddle towards. And we do the last cut to where we introduce our players lying on their backs in a red sandstone area, on their backs, completely exhausted from just trying to hold on for dear life through this. And there you go.
That was awful. I sometimes had a curious thought, but now I know I never want to be flushed again.
I think if Funkin looks around, he'll see Alistair floating, but can't swim. So it's not a case of coming towards anything. It's a case of, and then he goes underwater and it just bubbles, and then he comes back up again. Kind of keeps spinning. Like his body has natural buoyancy, but no natural direction. So it's just.
Grandpa, quick, grab a hold of Alistair. He's bobbing about. We don't want him to just wash away with the tide.
Okay. I would try to attempt to grab him. I am right at the very bottom of the ladder, so I guess I am in the best position to grab him. Do I need to make a roll for that? Like, I don't know, athletics or something?
No, it shouldn't be a problem for you. He's not very far out from where Funkin has laid down on the sandstone, and yeah, so you easily grab him and just kind of pull him in towards you.
Okay. Yep. Pull him in and be like, "You're okay."
Oh, thank you. I think I need a minute.
Don't poop on me.
No, that's don't worry. I think it washed out by now. I don't think I need to do laundry for at least a week. I think I'm definitely clean now.
Ragnar, where's Ragnar?
Bloody water, dust, it's all stuck to me. I'm absolutely filthy. What did you do, you mad gnome? I saw an explosion, and the next thing I know, you'd vanished. Where'd you go?
But don't blame him. Okay, he likes to tinker with it. It could have been his fault. Oh wait, you mean me? That's. I'll show you another time. It's a lovely little. And I was relaxing. I had a nice couple of mojitos. I don't know. Seemed to be an awful lot of bugs and water and things going on outside. So I just thought, well, throw a ladder down, get you guys to safety. I tried my best. There's a lot of strange things about how magic's working and not working in this place. That would have been a lot easier if things had been more, predictable.
But where's the fun in that? I mean, the beer's good, so that's the main thing.
That's true.
And I had lots of combat, but I seem to have this bug ichor all over me. You wouldn't have a bath in this pocket dimension, would you?
No, you do not have any bug ichor on you anymore. Like, not through the tumble wash that you've been through for the last 10, 15, 20 minutes. You don't know how long it's taken. It feels like forever, but you are thoroughly soaked in seawater right now.
I think your biggest problem right now, my friend, is you're a bit of a crusty barnacle-infested thing.
More like it watered down my damn beer. That's more of the worry.
Yes, you do look like a bit of a damp squib.
Yeah.
Let's try and prestidigitate to... with your permission, I can try and tidy things up a little bit for you. There's no fire involved, probably.
No. I'd rather just do this myself. I've seen your spells, and they leave a lot to be desired.
Fine.
I'd like my beard and my hair left in the current shape, though I am still not happy about the fact I'm missing an eyebrow.
Not a lot I can... Yeah, okay, fine, you're right. I'm sorry, okay? It's not intentional. Magics are just wild.
Yes, I've noticed, which is why in future you're standing in front of me.
My village gave me an award once called Hot Stuff. Had something to do with a barn or two that we lost near a farm field while I was practicing. But anyway, don't worry about that detail.
As you're baking in the blistering sun and just kind of drying up and enjoying the heat of the sun, honestly, because the water was not kind. Like that was a wall of seawater coming in from outside. You do look around and you see more debris washing up against the shores where you are now, and there's Doc fallen off the world again.
no.
Oh no.
I'm still here. It's
Yeah.
just that OBS just crashed again.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's fine. We're just gonna have to do with you being in an OBS source, I think. No, there's debris washing up near you. Tent parts, gnomish rocket
Any-
parts.
Any
And
people?
there
living thing?
there are sadly some souls that have departed this world that are washing up, yes. And but you can also hear if anyone can give me actually all of me. Hello. Yes, all of me. Let's give me a listen roll. No, it's not me. It's all of you. Please give me a listen roll.
All of me wants all of you. What is a listening roll?
That'd be
Perception.
Perception would that be? Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, my ears. I am completely soaked. A lot of that time when I was bobbing around was upside down, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
Perception.
Alistair has silt in his ears.
Yeah, and I think I'm wearing my goggles, but they're filled with water.
Ooh,
So
that's
the only
good.
part of me that's still getting wet is my eyes.
I want to say, for me, that doesn't have a +4. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Funkin is probably still shook by the
Yeah.
events. Ragnar and Dunbar, however, you hear rhythmic splashing, and it's not the waves. It sounds like someone's swimming.
I would turn and try to look out across towards the water, the direction I heard.
There's a large Kodo swimming towards you.
Of course, he makes it. Got to start thinking of excuses for why we failed his mission. Tragically.
And right next to the Kodo, you see a large Tauren. He seems to have just thrown off all of his gear onto the Kodo. Kodo doesn't seem to mind. It's almost as if he's very buoyant. And he very, very heavily rolls onto the beach and lets the Kodo just kind of flump on the rocks next to him. And you hear this is not coming out of your pay, by the way.
I don't audibly say anything, but I do a little fist pump, like a yes.
But I do believe your mission is over, because I don't think I can get any further.
Yes, I think we all need a nice nap.
I will, we were probably going the same way for the next half a day, I'd say. And that's where our paths potentially divide again. I'm thinking about going up to the Barrens. I have connections in the crossroads. I'm not sure where you guys need to go, but I have a strange feeling that our paths are not the same anymore.
Well, we still desperately need more information and guidance as to how we can potentially return whence we came, our homeworld, but for now we would be grateful for your company and guidance, considering we lack sufficient knowledge of this place. I'm not sure about this, Barons, but I'm sure you won't take us into anything, deadly, if you can avoid it. You seem like a sensible one.
Well, if you want my advice, you go seek out Karen Bloodhoof. He's
Karen
the chief.
Bloodhoof.
He's the chief of the Torrents. They reside in Thunder Bluff in Mulgore. He's the old war chief of the Horde, now before Thrall took over. He's wise, and he's connected with nature in a way that nobody else is. That's
Thunder
my
Bluff, you say?
Yeah. I suggest going there, or, well, there's, I guess there's two ways you can make your way there, though. Because you can either go up to, like, if you continue up through Thousand Needles, you'll make it into Feralas. Feralas has Cap Moache, which is also a Tauren outpost. But you'll have to go near Thalanar, which has those damn night elves. Actually, the night elves, the world tree. Much as it pains me, the night elves might actually also be of help. Their connection with nature is also great. They also have the druids. So yes, Feralas and up through past the Twin Colossals, Ravenwind Ruins, north through Shadowprey Village, Valley of Spears. If you go on the outside of Desolus all the way north, you might find somewhere, but no, I'd take my chance with Mulgore first and foremost.
So Funkin like scrambles around, like searching through his pockets and gear and stuff, like looking for, because we had that map, right?
Yes. Yes, you do.
So he's going to, either he has that or he's made like a little sketch copy of it from memory or whatever, best he could, and he's like scribbling and showing it to our companion here. Roughly here. I'm trying to get my bearings. This place is very unfamiliar to us, I'm afraid.
Yeah, so like I said, about half a day's travel up through the Thousand Needles on the north side, we'll get to the Great Lift. That is governed and protected by Taurens. That leads us into the Barrens, the Southern Barrens. From there, it's a very short trip to the Crossroads, and the Crossroads, you can choose either to go further north and then end up nearer Orgrimmar, or you can go west into Mulgore and Thunder Bluff. Personally, I do believe Thunder Bluff to be your best choice right now.
Thunder Bluff. Sounds good to me. What do you guys think?
I think I desperately need a rest. You can't tell this, but he looks like he's desperately close to about 2 hit points.
Well, let's see if we can start putting this trek behind us then, this half a day. And if we can get to your Tauran companions, that sounds like a safe option. And I mean, I don't think we should stick around here too long. We have no idea what this water's going to do and what else might be following out of it.
Oh, I just realized something. Because I had my Strider packaged up during the whole kerfuffle. It should still be good, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Mine no longer exists.
No, yours did go kaboom.
Mm.
Hey, but at least before it went kaboom, it didn't get rusty or, water damaged.
It's in mint condition.
Yeah.
It's just in many, many parts.
Many small mints.
Yes. Wafer
I
thin.
think the technical term is it's in mince condition.
Mints.
Oh, dear.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gods.
Ha! Zing.
I would unpack my Strider and then like get up on it, but like kind of like hug it, like I'm just like trying to like hold on, like while laying on top of it.
Mr. Longstrider, I don't mean to be even more of an inconvenience, but any chance that your Kodo might be able to just carry a particularly lightweight gnome? I'm tall but light. I seem to have had a slight incident with my Strider. You see,
You're
As
tall.
you're
Go ahead.
Dunbar, as you're climbing onto your Mecha Strider, you feel a green warm glow around your body, and you can see Ragnar holding something in his hands and chanting slowly, and you feel a little bit better.
Feel a little bit better.
Have 19 healing back.
oh wow,
Wait,
That's a lot
what?
better.
You can heal for 19?
I am a life
That's-
cleric. Was a level 2
Yikes.
spell, by the way.
Wow. I mean, I think that refills me pretty much.
impressive.
Yeah, it's gonna bring me right up to maximum there. Oh wow, yeah, that's an impressive roll. What is the max on that? Were you near max?
Max on that is that and a bit. 16 plus that, about 20-ish.
So almost max.
Really max, yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
Well, I get plus, I can't see it now, about plus 6 on my healing, so 24 is max. 24, 25, something like that.
Still, it's a high roll.
Yeah, it was a high roll.
That oh, by the way, that reminds me. We should probably think about leveling you guys up. So what I want to hear from you is ideas and thoughts on how that would make sense in this travel. Like what is it that has kind of imbued this experience? I will remind you, you are in a vastly different magical world. I am open to ideas on how this inspiration has come to you, and so don't worry.
I was
too
gonna
much
say
about it.
we just had, a small apocalypse happen to us.
Yep.
I don't know about you guys, but sounds to me like a hell of an experience. So
Yeah, I
I
think
think that qualifies. Question
I think
mark.
as we're traveling, like there'd be like a lot of deep, like reflecting on what happened. A lot of like deep thinking about like decisions we made and how the battle went, moves that we tried that worked, some that didn't work, maybe new tactics that we're thinking up. Because that is definitely the kind of like end of a combat that makes you think.
Yeah.
That's got to be running through our heads, like like as if like we screwed the pooch somehow. Because we don't know how much of that was our faults. It was a explosion from a certain Strider, and then all of a sudden bugs came out of nowhere. So I'm sure there was some wondering what we did wrong there.
Well, Longstride comes up and grabs oh my god, Alistair by the shoulders. You're an engineer, right? Feel free to actually use your words and speak up next time.
You were muted.
Oh, sorry. I unmuted myself. I unmuted the mixer, but not didn't push my push to talk. As you go, yes, I certainly am. And then I kind of tip my glasses open and get all the water out. And like, yes. I mean, I would say tinker, but or artificer, but engineer is apparently what you call it in this land. So yes, I think I am.
How confident are you in maybe us two making a wagon for you guys? And he looks around, and there's plenty of debris. There's plenty of washed up logs and stuff to at least make a makeshift wagon.
Couple wheels floating in there.
I feel like if Alistair tries to make a wagon, it's gonna be the Simpsons episode where they try to make a pool, and the Amish goes, "It's a nice barn, but sure, it is no pool English." So it's gonna be, "Hey, we're gonna try to make a wagon," and it turns into a ballista or something, and it's gonna be like, "Oh, okay, I mean that works. Well, it's got wheels." So I think Alistair says, "Well, I'll give it a go. I'll see what I can find," and then starts rummaging around in parts and stuff, trying to find like axles or whatever,
I feel like
find something.
instead of like rolling for wild magic, he needs to roll for wild vehicle.
Yeah. It could be, hey, I made, a wheelbarrow all the way up to, hey, check it out. I made the world's first Winnebago.
he rolls a nat 20. It's an APC.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna make this three separate rolls. First, we're gonna find the materials.
Yes.
How good of a quality
investigation
of materials?
Let's
I mean,
let's see. I'm gonna
you're
bring up
not
my character sheet here. So
you're not in any sort of danger, or you're not being pressured by anything.
How about insight? Seeing what I can find, and since none of the parts here are actual like wagon parts, I assume it's gonna be insight to see what I can find, and then
There should be some
reimagine
wagon
as
parts. There was wagons at that event.
There were wagons there. So
I mean, my building stuff is mainly like manifested through the Arcana skill. So if I can roll that would also work.
we're simply looking for the understanding of parts here first, because like you are walking around, you're looking at them, you have the time to examine them. So
yeah, I don't know. There isn't a tinker skill, unfortunately.
Wisdom?
How about a just straight up intelligence roll?
You have investigation as well. Maybe you're proficient in that. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm not. But I think investigation would work. I mean, the straight up intelligence roll is pretty much
The same
also.
thing.
Yeah, so give me an intelligence, but add your artificer levels as a bonus to that.
Okay. Post level up or pre level up?
Let's make this part of the level up. So after.
Okay. So we're level 5 then.
Yes.
So this plus 5.
Oh man, I just remembered big things happened to a Dragonborn at
Okay,
level 5.
21.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Wait, where's that roll? I wanted to check it.
Nice.
I rolled a 12. I have plus 4 intelligence and then plus 5 from artificer, so plus 9 total. So 21.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you find 2 actual wagon wheels. You find something that isn't necessarily meant to be an axle, but it will make do. like it's gonna be a very, very simple wagon. Like we're talking 2 wheels, an axle, a hitch.
But this was the role for the materials, right?
Yes, like that.
So-
This is pretty much the materials you'll find, though.
Okay. But I like the idea of having, like, I don't want to tell you how to do it, but I like the idea of having, we have a pile of materials that could work. Not all of them are going to work together, obviously. Like, if you have 6 wheels and 2 axles, you're not going to be able to use all of them. But it would be kind of nice to have, okay, we have, kind of like old school IKEA where you have too many parts, but not all the parts that you need. Kind of going, well, let's see what we can make use of. And then, going like, okay, so we have 2 axles and we've used 4 wheels. So we've made a cart or a wagon essentially, but also we had 4 wheels left over. So now they're on the side for extra armor or whatever. Just trying to.
All right. You know what? Okay, let's evolve on this. Let's start with a 1d6 of how many functioning wheels have you found?
Certainly. 5.
Ooh, okay.
Not bad.
Now give me a 1d4 for how many functioning axles you found.
Oh,
wow.
Even more.
Oh, okay. All
we
right.
could make this an actual 4-wheeled wagon. And
We're making a
Oh my
train.
god, we could do a heavy duty. We could do double. We could do double at the back. Double wheel power. I mean, this place is flooded. All I'm saying is, there's going to be some mud around here. It was all sand before. It's going to be we might need some extra grip, and
Well, you're on to red hard sandstone right now. There's sand,
okay.
but you're no longer in the area that was desert.
That's fair. So I was thinking 4 axles. So if we do 2 axles as the wheel axles, we were going to tie this up to the Kodo, right? Did we have a Kodo still?
Yes, you do.
So we could use the axles as the fastening to the Kodo, and that way we don't have to make. So we could just have a harness goes across the Kodo, and then the actual posts attaching the Kodo to the cart could be old axles, and then we don't have to spend other parts for that.
Well, let's see if you have parts to actually fashion together a harness.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how
That's
much.
working. Oh, no.
Let's see how much fabric and leather we have available, shall we?
Yep.
Let's do a 1d4 on that.
4.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay.
Wow, what
Very
a
well on
roll.
rolls. I shouldn't have said that. I should not. Why did I say that? What is wrong with me? It's not my first campaign. Don't say shit like that. Oh, god damn it.
Is that why I roll bad?
It's your first rodeo wagon.
Yeah.
All right.
Why did I say that? It was very, very dumb. I'm sorry, chat. We're screwed.
While you're doing that, Ragnar comes up and looks at Alistair and says, have you heard of that old tome called Chariots of Fire? Well, if this is going to be for Fonkin, we might have to rename it to Chariots on Fire.
I like that. That's hot.
For some reason, you don't know why, but he starts humming to himself. And to those feet. Sorry. It's funny if you know the reference.
Longstride walks by. Where did that come from? Okay, so we have axles, we have wheels, we have the cloth and leather to make harness and possibly also shade cover. Now we need to figure out, do we actually have enough boards to make a proper loading plane?
Yeah. So I was thinking, the more boards, the more cover we will have. But there will be a minimum amount that we need to actually cover the axles.
Yes. I see the bare minimum to be able to do this as a good loading plane, that where you guys can sit and actually load up loot and stuff that you might find, to be 10.
Okay.
is the bare minimum for a functioning one that will load all of you. So I want
2d12 maybe?
yeah, that sounds good. That honestly sounds good.
Okay. I shouldn't have said it. Why did I say that? That's got 12.
Hey, it's not that bad.
A 12 and an 8. Hey, I should tempt fate more often. So now I'm thinking we could have a bed and some sides and like a thing to sit on at the front. And I got a lot of cloth, so maybe we could get a cover or something, and then we won't be in the sun so much. We'll be fine.
Well,
because
you at least
I
have
gotta
the parts
say,
for
I'm
it.
looking at a lot of high numbers.
Yeah.
Out of the 5 rolls, 3 of them were maxed out.
Yeah, so at least you have a lot of parts.
Yeah.
How many nails?
Now we need to put them together.
Yeah, now it's gonna be like, don't worry, Funky, just hold the nail still.
Let's start with the you probably want the carriage part first to see that it actually functions. So
Can I, in any way, shape, or form, make use of my friends and party members to help out? Because I know that me personally, LZT, I have built enough stuff out of wood to know that it's always a good idea to have someone to hold, the ladder essentially, and, whatever else needs holding. Like, just stay there, don't move, it will all be good.
it all depends on roles here, because if they if they're not, if they don't even have an understanding of how to hold something, or even with guidance, that's going to be just a pure, okay, someone is holding it, that's it.
Yeah.
There's not going to be a bonus. However, if we're able to get some good rolls here, then yes, then that would actually lead to bonuses and assistance.
Oh, I have the best idea for later. But I would like to, if possible, I would like to, because I have magical tinkering from Artificer, and I would like to. It says you've learned how to invest a spark of magic into mundane objects.
Oh boy.
And I would like to maybe make use of that as part of the building.
Right? In what way? What do you want to?
So some of the things, I have a choice. The object sheds a bright light in a 5-foot radius, or in a dim light in an additional 5. I can make like a clockwork thing, and the object continuously emits a choice of an odor or a nonverbal sound like winds or chirping or waves or something like that. And I would love to have something like that, but basically I want to invent the headlight for this thing, just so we can, because it's a long way, right, to the Barrens, even if it's not far in World of Warcraft. The actual size of the actual map in Kalimdor, it's a huge way. It's many days travel, and I would love to be able to just go and just have headlights on the front of this thing.
You know what? Yeah. I'll allow it. I'm here for it. I like that idea. I like that idea. But we're gonna have to do that as part of the harness.
Yeah. No, absolutely fair. I just wanted to let you know now that I would like to invest some of my magic tinkering into this thing.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Yes.
Sweet. Okay, so what do you want, and how can people help?
Okay, so we're gonna start with the carriage part. So you first. I think first we're going to need to put together the axles properly, so that it can actually have the loading tray
Absolutely.
flat, whatever, on top of it. So let's start with the axles.
Do I get any benefit because I have specifically chosen these things to be able to do field work? I have not just proficiencies, but I actually have woodcarver's tools, smith's tools, and tinkerer tools, all 3 of them.
I will allow you to roll with advantage solidly.
Sweet.
So that's no issue. And since you have access to these good tools, I will also allow your assistants to roll their rolls with advantage too when it comes to how what's it called in D&D when you
Assisted.
it is an assisted roll, yeah. Yeah, so I will allow the assisted roll to also be made with advantage.
Absolutely smashing.
Because you'll be there to guide them. You have the good tools like this. It makes sense to have it be able to be that. So let's start with your roll. You are the master crafter after all.
Yeah. What do you want? Is it just straight up Arcana with advantage? Because that's. I mean, I would love to have a crafting skill, but I am an artificer, which is a magical crafter specialist. So I guess it would be Arcana.
Yeah, like that is how you normally work.
Yeah.
But you, like as an artificer, how I see it, even though it's magical, it's still almost a mechanical thought of, okay, here's a magical cog that ticks this way, and here's an actual ticking that way. So I see it as a very mechanical thing, even though it is magic. So
yeah, exactly. I think it's simply that there isn't a skill for just tinkering or crafting.
Yeah.
So it's related to what your class is. So if it's like a clockwork sorcerer, it wouldn't necessarily be Arcana. It might be something else.
Yeah.
But it would be different depending on the class. Because I would love a straight up just crafting skill.
It would be nice.
There isn't one.
Hey, we can make one.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Arcana with advantage.
Yes. Ooh.
24.
Ooh. Okay.
That's an 18 net.
Yes. Very nice. Very nice. So the axles come together squeaky clean. Like it's perfect.
Can I add a little splash of extra for
Sure.
the axles? I would love to cast the grease spell because I have the grease spell, and I would love for the axles to be like the smoothest running things ever, because we're in a desert. I mean, there's sand everywhere, and like, oh yeah, no, the ocean's coming in. Yeah, but there's still sand everywhere. It doesn't magically turn into a lush green, paradise. And also, it's salt water, so nothing's gonna grow here for a while. But I would love to be able to use the grease spell to grease the axles, literally.
I'm down. I'm here for it.
I'll do that. I'll mark off one of my slots.
All right. Now let's go through the other 3 and see how they assist with the rest of this. Like, are we gonna get even better axles, or are they just like this? Let's start with Ragnar, shall we?
Okay, and what would you like Ragnar to do, Alistair?
I think Ragnar's quite strong and stout, so I think I would have to use him as like if I'm using a spoke shave or something, I want to have Ragnar hold the axle while I'm working on it. So it would be I'd be able to like I need extra hands essentially that don't just go oh I dropped it and screws it up or anything like that. I think I just need you to help hold stuff essentially as
You'd like the use of my strength, would you?
Yeah, exactly. So while I'm spoke shaving the end of the axle to be able to fit the wheel on but not too far, and I'm going to be flaring out the end so the wheel doesn't come off again, and et cetera, et cetera. And I think I just need you to hold on and then hopefully I'll get I can get your help to like lift the wheel and fit it onto the axle.
Okay,
So unskilled manual labor, I think, essentially is what I need.
athletics or just straight strength roll? Which one would you like, Mr. Games Master? Straight strength or athletics to hold on to this axle?
I think we'll go with athletics on this. That's no problem at all.
Oh, nice. Very, very nice.
Easy,
Yeah.
easy as pie.
Easy as pie.
Okay, hold on to that for you. Not a problem there.
Absolutely.
Don't get any of that grease on my Tabalo uniform, because otherwise there may be repercussions.
I think the idea is, as we're fitting the wheels on, just as they go on, Alistair is putting his hands on and rubbing it, and for some reason he's got like it's a grease spell, but I think for his flavor of artificer, he's got like a vial that he's just squirting some grease into the thing. So like, I'm happy to make use of the grease spell to make sure I have grease, but I don't think the actual application on the axles are magic. I think it's him having the right thing from his tinkerer's tools or smith tools or something, and just like a little leather, you know, with a steel tip and a little cork thing, and it just goes.
You have the magical ability to apply the grease without any issue. Like, it gets exactly where it needs to go. That's the power of the magic.
Yes.
Or else you would have to actually get in there with your hands and
exactly. I was thinking if I had a workshop, I'd install like a grease nipple and like get one of those battery powered Makita grease guns and just fill it up, and a couple of bearings and.
Bearings? Why are you? Don't include the bears.
Yeah.
This is confusing.
Bears, which being the Barovian exhibit of archaeological relics.
Ah, true.
We are going to the crossroads.
This is true. Oh my god! I just realized.
For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, but I established two bear things yesterday in Eco, which is the museum will be the Barovian exhibit of archaeological relics, and the dig site itself is the Barovian expedition of archaeological research.
Nice. 2 bears.
Yes.
2 bears, one town.
So it has a lot of bearing on what you're doing.
Hey.
Yes, exactly.
Right. Who would you want to assist you next, Lima?
Okay, so next I think is going to be the harness, making that fit the Kodo.
Mm-hmm.
And I think probably one of the things is going to be the Kodo itself. And I Dunbar is good. Have you got high animal handling? Do I remember that right?
Just normal animal handling.
Okay.
He's tall and very intimidating, though.
Yeah, and also kind of a lizard, and also the Kodo is kind of a lizard.
You also have Longstride there.
Yeah. No, can I make use of Longstride? Can I get his help?
Yes,
I would love to have Longstride's help. Basically, having the Kodo be calm while we're trying to fit this strapping arrangement on the Kodo. And I think I'll have Dunbar's help with that because he's a lot taller than me. So he's going to be able to like reach across and pull the straps down and kind of like help get everything on and make sure it fits right. Because otherwise, if it's me and Funkin, it's going to be a lot of, have you got it all the way over there? Trying to take the ball of string and throw it to the other side. And someone at the other side goes, I don't see any ball of string because it's gotten stuck up somewhere. Or like getting the ratchet straps and throwing it over. And the only thing you manage to do is scrape the hell out of your car or smash a window or something. I don't want that. So I think I'll make use of Dunbar's height, reach, and general, kind of size.
Yep. That sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
So,
So I don't have any tools that would help you, but at least I don't think any of them would help you.
This sounds like something that would be dexterous work.
Yeah. Oh, something that might help actually.
Mm-hmm.
I do have the Dungeoneer's pack, which has like climbing stuff in it. So I was thinking like the pitten things, we could use those as kind of attachment points. So if you have like this, it's not going to be one solid piece of leather. So I was thinking if we can kind of the join will be leather going like this, and the hardware in between holding everything together would be a pitten or something. That might work.
Yep.
And I also got hemp and rope if we need to add more to that, so we could make use of the whole thing. So it's not going to be a completely rigid structure, because that would be uncomfortable for the Kodo, and you won't like it, and you'll break something.
Well, let's see.
Oh, nat 20.
Ow. Why can't I get these during normal time?
And another nat 20.
Oh, damn.
That was the the first one was a missed roll. That was not what I wanted to do. So
Okay,
yeah.
well, you got the same thing the other time, so it was fine.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's Longstride's assistance.
And I think Damien probably, I don't know if it's a dexterity thing you want to do or a strength, but I don't think it's a save anyway.
You said dex. Oh wait, I did do save. But
I don't
well,
actually
it's 0 one way or another. So
Oh, okay, never mind. But still, nat 20, it doesn't get better than that.
it's a
Yeah,
nat
no.
20 one way or another.
I'll allow it still. That's fine. No, this is the best freaking harness ever. And
Nice.
Yeah,
like
maybe he has like experience harnessing a horse or something.
like
I mean, that's quite possible. I was thinking you might have some like background with mounted combat or something like that.
Stolen a lot of horses.
That checks out. Are you a hunter? Well, I'm a poacher. Ah, good enough.
Yeah, good enough.
close enough. Close enough. All right. And the last thing now would be the assembly of the carriage itself.
Absolutely.
And what role would you want Funkin to help you out there?
We're both small, and I was thinking one on top of everything. Like, because we don't have spirit levels and stuff like this. Like woodworkers tools, we might have. I'm thinking like chalk, so we can do a chalk line or something like that, and we
L shape.
like yeah, maybe like a square, and but not like, I've got 2 spirit levels, and I've got my lathe here. It's a collapsible lathe. It's a pedal lathe, but it'll work. I'm not expecting that exactly. So I was thinking if we have either Funkin on top of everything, looking down, and Alistair underneath, making sure everything is lined up. So all the nails and everything line up, or having it the other way around and basically making use of both of us being quite small, being able to get in underneath everything, and if we're gonna do attached to the axle with like a sort of a U-shaped like fastener thing. I'm gonna need someone on the other side to hold on to it while I'm hammering in the nail, or vice versa. So I would love to make use of Funkin's size, and I would also like it if he could because of the wizard. I would love, because do you have access to Unseen Servant, don't you?
Yes.
Because 4 extra pairs of hands or 4 extra hands would be ideal for
Jeffrey?
Is Jeffrey the unseen servant?
Yeah.
Oh, I would love it if we just see floating like arm cuffs and
Yeah.
a shirt.
So what Vonkin could do is he'll have on the unseen servant Jeff, but then he'll like minor illusion some clothes onto him or something fitting the job. So maybe he's just wearing like some
floating
a
apron.
very peculiar mechanics overalls or something.
A floating leather apron with like
Yeah.
a little
Yeah,
scribe
exactly.
thing and a hammer.
Yeah. So normally, like, usually he's got like a butler's attire on and stuff, but there's like no hands, no, so it's all just the clothing. And now he's gonna switch out. He's like, oh, do I have to wear this?
There's no union here, Jeff.
This is not comfortable at all. I much prefer the suits.
Jeff, silence.
Uh,
Put on the apron.
Right,
And
sir.
do as you're told.
Yes, very good, sir.
Now is not the time.
So I would love for that to be Funkin's role in this, and also he's gnomish. He's got gnome cunning, so he's generally gonna be pretty. Even if he's you're a forest gnome, right?
Yes.
So I'm the rock gnome, which is a more common one, but I imagine forest gnomes are better with probably. Oh, another thing, I would love for Funkin to maybe select better pieces of wood, since we have so much of it. Maybe he's like, oh, actually, this is poplar, which is going to be better for the sides, and this is hardwood, and I don't want to drag this out too much, but I would love his like expertise.
You know what? Yeah, let's go for it. What would be a fitting role for that for Funkin to?
So I see two possibilities. One is it could be investigation because he's like looking carefully, checking all the detail and quality of the wood and stuff like that. And the other is he has a proficiency in land vehicles, which is more about like, steering them and that kind of thing, but it could also overlap into knowledge of them. But maybe investigation is the...
I love the idea of you having like previous experience with wagons.
Yeah.
So I could roll the land vehicles tool proficiency using intelligence as a basis.
Oh,
Yeah. I like that. I like that.
that's very cool.
I don't know exactly what that's going to give me because it doesn't give you the straight up numbers and everything, but obviously intelligence is either way, investigation is like a proficiency +7. So let's see what this gives us. Did it roll anything?
Nope.
Not that I see.
Oh wait, here we go. It asked me for another box, but it was hidden. Normal roll. Oh, you wanted advantage, right?
Advantage.
Yeah.
I'll just roll another one.
Yep.
Intelligence, normal.
This is
Okay.
a very fancy wagon.
This is this is out of this world, honestly.
Handles like a dream.
Damn. What the heck?
So I just want to make sure we have 20 on the holding the Kodo still.
Uh-huh.
We have 20 on the strap arrangement. We have 21 on the making the actual bed, and we have 20 on the axles and wheels, and we have 24 on the finding material. Oh, sorry, an average of like in the 96th percentile plus with the materials. Can we tell that this is not made in a workshop?
No. No, for all you know, this is actually put together in a professional workshop with a full team of gnomish engineers. And let me ask you this. How do you want it to be?
I would love for it to be like, the stereotypical kind of Lucky Luke Western cartoon settler wagon with just a wagon and a little seat at the front and like a white canopy thing. I would love for it to look like that. Maybe not cloth canopy, maybe like a patched leather thing. But I roll quite well on the availability for softer materials. So I would love for it to be
He rolled
Something like that.
quite well.
Yeah, and we don't get the wagon that he's ordered. We've now got a £250,000 double-decker bus with aircon, 6 wheels, power-assisted steering,
as long as it's not
pulled by a
fucking
Kodo.
empty bus, I'm good.
No, like it's like it is exactly how you imagine it, and you
I
have
love that.
plenty of space in the back to not have to sit and ride in the sun. You actually have comfortable places to put your gear and sleep even while it's traveling. The Kodo doesn't seem to
question.
mind at all. It's just kind of, yeah, this is familiar, and it's quite. Why haven't we done this before when dragging stuff
This
around?
is much nicer than my regular stepping.
Yeah.
I would love for the back to have, you know, how it has the kind of benches on the side, like going along. If those are actually like boxes, so we can put stuff in there.
Done deal.
And nice.
Like you have rolled so well on this and planned it out so well. Like this is all your kind of idea. Like that you have
the
full
only
control
thing
of
I
this.
can imagine is going to happen is the first thing that happens is this is going to fall off the elevator at the end, and then it's going to be like, hey, you wrote really well for nothing.
That or Fonkin's going to forget he's inside and set fire to it.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't greased it. Maybe I shouldn't have greased it. It's going to go up faster now.
Nah, it's only the axles. You're all fine. You're all fine.
Smashing. And a light.
And the light. Yes, you do have headlights.
I'm very happy with this. I can't imagine how this is going to go badly.
Assembly goes smoothly. Like everyone just works well together. There are no threats. There's even a slight breeze to help you stay cool while you work.
And the smell of salt water.
And the ever-present smell of salt water. Yes.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I like a comfortable, kind of friendly work environment thing, because of the background in the guild for all of this stuff. Is there a way? I don't know how much you want to allow, but like having the reason everything works so well and everyone works together well is because Alistair might have been like the head of a workshop or something, so he's had underlings, like junior guild members that have worked with him, and maybe that's why it all runs fairly smoothly, because he's like fairly used to having several people under him and going, yes, you do this and you do that, and it'll all line up well, and then after this we're having tea, and so sort of a thing. I would love for that to be the general vibe while we're building. Like
that is what I kind of had in my mind too. That you had good control. You knew exactly where you wanted things and how to do things, and then just kind of smoothly fit together with no issue. So
lovely.
that fits into it. That certainly fits into it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Pretty much,
So
yes.
At the end, everybody knows at least 3 or 4 gnomish working songs.
And there's a little bit of the scene where they're all sitting there like pretty like happy and expressing themselves in their way. All the people have been part of it. Even the Kodos, they're sort of chewing on some grass and smiling or whatever. And then Fonkin and Alistair leap in the air and do a high five, ridiculously high for no. And then it's like camera sound pans out, turns into a sepia picture or whatever. It's like a cartoon movie scene.
Do we have anyone in anyone's community who's good at fan art? Because I want to see that picture. I would love that picture. I don't care if it's a like textured picture from World of Warcraft, but I would love it to see that.
That would be amazing.
Do you remember that time the dinner party made the world's most awesome wagon? Yeah, it was a pity they lost it on day 2.
Yeah.
To a grease fire.
Oh God. Yeah, no, this is a good wagon. You've loaded up all the stuff, and since assembly went so smoothly, I will even allow you all 1 investigation roll to go through all the debris that has washed up to see if you find anything else useful.
16.
Mm-hmm.
Was that from all of us?
Was it investigation? You said
Yes, please.
investigation.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this is
Sorry, I don't want
one of my good ones.
I'm working so hard not to be the DM brain. Just turn that off. People have questions. Are like, yes. No, I shouldn't say that. It's Tiger's job.
Ooh.
All right.
Quite good.
All right. Altogether, you've found more usable adventuring gear. Like, some of your stuff will, of course, have gotten lost with everything that happened. But you, like, a net total, you've now gained a few more usable things. Be that torches, good rope, that sort of stuff. A couple of water skins filled with elvish wine.
Ooh.
There were a couple of elves there after all. There's some orcish spirits and
Fire water.
and there's some Tauren milk. Go ahead. Go ahead, Grumbles.
No,
say
just
what you
made
were
me
thinking.
immediately think of Brumple and
Oh, no.
the bull milk.
Okay, yeah, never mind. There's no Tauren milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you said Tauren milk, I just wanted to ask, like, if the Tauren milk, if it said it was elf milk, would that technically be oat milk? Because they're all the forest dwelling
No.
vegan hippies. So
Oh,
I would
God.
love for that to be the case.
I just remembered a scene from. You all know Pirate Software, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah, they have their hardcore roleplay server guild. There was a scene from that server where someone was talking to a Tauren, and he gave him ice cold milk and went, "Go ahead, I made it myself."
Oh no.
And then he was like, how did you, it's almond milk. And I was like, oh, right.
Because
yeah.
I squeezed it from my nuts.
Yes, nut milk. Go ahead. I was like, it just escalated even further.
That's not better.
Yeah, I sat there and watched it in more and more kind of concerned face, like, no. But yeah, no, you've put that together, and let's see here. Funkin got a 22.
Also, I would love if we can add some if we can add some I don't know where we get it from, but maybe some old stuff, we like some colors or something, just so it's not just wood colored plain, but kind of looks like, I don't know, a traveling troupe or something, because like make it look extra fancy. I don't know how we'd get the color unless we find like some iron ore or something, like iron oxide, and we could mix it with some water and kind of like make a diluted rust paint, so we could get a kind of orangey thing. That I don't know.
Yeah, no, no alchemist sets have washed up, sadly.
Shit.
I could do some pyrography.
Hey, what's the Japanese thing? So, shisugi.
Kintsugi?
When you burn the outside of the planks and then do you brush off the ash and then do like an oil thing, and it's way less likely to get like infested by bugs and stuff because they don't go through the ash.
Right.
I would love for that, so we could have like burnt but fully intact planks for everything.
I mean, it would be up Funkin's alley to do something like that.
Yes.
Are you willing to part with a slot for that? Because you can't just
Yeah.
Nice. What I like I kind of envision using the almost burning hands or something like that
I
to
was
do
just
it.
gonna say I used the Flammenwerfer.
Yeah, there you go. Just
It's a heavy Flammenwerfer.
Stand!
And then when we do like afterwards, because we need to coat it, and then I can use. I would not mind using like another slot of to cast grease as the oiling for the planks and everything to make sure it doesn't like go bad, because you need to oil it after the brush off the ashes and stuff.
Ah, yes, grease and flamethrower. That always goes well together.
I mean,
I think it soaks in fairly quickly.
yeah, it does. It does. No, you're all good. You have the necessary stuff to apply it. So, yeah.
I cannot believe I've not been using this ability. I didn't realize it was a bonus action.
Yes.
Curse?
Yeah. I could have been cursing my targets.
Yeah.
And to be fair, there was a lot of crude language. I thought you were cursing all along.
Yeah.
As I understand it, Hexblade's Curse is a lot like Hunter's Mark, isn't it? Sort of.
Yeah, it's a
Pretty much,
baleful curse. Yeah.
Bonus damage.
Pretty much, yes. You all find a few things that are of use to you, and maybe the most useful thing that you can find are skins that can be used as blankets.
Wait. Dunbar just realized something, and he starts like patting down like all his armor and clothing and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Is Nibbles alive?
Nibbles is alive.
He just pulls out Nibbles. Just a big dragon kissing a little rat.
I was gonna say, do you want to remind the people at home who Nibbles is, by the way?
His pet rat from when they were in that dungeon at the start.
Yes. Still with him. Still
hanging in there.
It is now 1200 for us here in Europe, and I know a certain dwarf really likes to have a break around about now. And before you guys set off with the wagons and everything, I do believe that this is a very good place to have a tiny bit of a break.
Yes, and run 3 minutes of ads. I don't get pre-rolls for an hour.
Do it now.
Get some breakfast. One question, point of order. You mentioned the leveling thing. Is that something we're doing after, like once we've got somewhere, kind of thing, or is that supposed to be part of the journey? We should be doing it now.
You can do a part of the journey if you want to, but unless there's something very pertinent as part of you leveling up to level 5,
yeah,
that we see fit to use as part of today's session, then don't be too worried about it. Just remember to get it done.
Okay, I just want to make sure I wasn't forgetting to press buttons I should be or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Like if you see a window to do it, by all means, go ahead and do the HP roll and everything, and just do the thing while we're mid travel or mid scene or whatever.
Okie dokie. Cool.
There we are. We're gonna be back shortly.
Burp.
Burp. Alright, I have returned at least.
Welcome back.
I have greetings from Mari saying she loves you all, but differently than how she loves me. This is a good time to take comments and thoughts and questions from the audience. Hey Kia, hey Splash Boom. Stats Bloke said, this ain't FS25 in the middle of making the wagon. I think that came during the double axle. I can't believe how lucky you guys got on the sourcing of the materials.
What's some good rolls?
I sent you a DM, Tiger, if you can hear me.
Let's have a look.
I sent you a DM on Discord. It's a new feature I have, but I want to keep it on the DL before I unveil it.
Oh!
Yeah.
Huh.
Hello.
You know what?
Hello.
Redacted is going to be fabulous.
Yeah, I think so.
So
Hello,
at
citizen.
the end there, hello, citizen. At the end there, I was reading more up on my character because at like level 5, I get a new Eldritch incantation. And apparently, the different types of warlock get different things, different spells that they can use.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you see the second thing I sent, Tiger? That's exactly what I had in mind.
Oddly enough, that's exactly what I have in mind too.
Yeah, I kind of figured. It's a very, very powerful image.
The craziest.
Descriptive is what I'd use.
Yeah.
Listen to this thing I get at level 6, which
Huh?
I didn't read this far because I was like, that's gonna be a while off level 6. I can curse a soul of a person that I slay, temporarily binding them to my service.
I'm actually using my soul, so
And when you say slay, do we mean like Santa slay? Do we mean like slay queen? Like like how like there's a lot of different contexts we can use here.
Oh my goodness! So it's it's the regular pawn of whatever it was I killed before. So like if you make an
Senko!
NPC, the stats for that NPC,
76
but
months?
half its health
Holy
plus
shit.
my charisma modifier on top of his attack modifier.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
So I get to go, hey, you don't get to die just yet. And I like rip his soul from his body.
actually, before you go,
Before you go, you're gonna do some work for me.
Why do I have Columbo in my mind? Just one more thing.
One more thing. Just one more thing.
Well, while I have you, just one more thing.
He always did that. Right before he revealed exactly how you fucked
yeah.
up.
I love Columbo. You know
Just
how
one more
you know
thing.
the problem with Columbo is when they started the series, they would hide the name of the person who had done the thing in the theme music as like Morse code stuff
Oh,
in the beginning, and then people caught on very quickly, so they had to stop. I think that was Columbo. That might it would make more sense if it was Inspector Morse, I guess. But I think it was Columbo. I can't remember.
oh, I
little bit
I loved Inspector Morse. Me and Mom would watch that all the time. So like just
Yeah, it was a good show.
such.
Did you ever
good-
watch Young Inspector Morse? It was
No.
called something else, but it's really worth watching. They did one. They
Yeah,
did it really well.
yeah. True.
Endeavor,
True. Yeah.
I can't. It's got a funny name, like
Endeavor.
something. Endeavor. There you go. Yeah, it's really worth watching. That was his forename, right? Yeah.
I also loved the Lewis spin-off.
I've not seen that one.
If you liked Morse, then you are gonna like Lewis, because he plays that role just like he did in Morse too, and it's just. But
Looking at it now, I've never seen it though. That's cool.
my favorite of all of them has maybe, I wouldn't say it's the most iconic theme tune out there, but he has the most iconic mustache. It's Poirot. Hercule
obviously.
Poirot, like that
Yeah.
that theme tune. It just so perfectly encapsulates the mystery and kind of quirkiness of him.
Yeah.
Love it.
And the little just looking in and zooming in on the mustache and him going, it's just wiggling the mustache a little bit, like, oh, I love that.
Hey, Lima.
Yep.
You know more sources for probably D&D than I. I've already looked in 2 places now. I can't find a limit to my weapon that I magically create.
How do you mean limit? Size limit or?
No, when it runs out. How it's
Oh, what's the name of the ability?
it's a Hex Warrior, it's a Hex Blade. And best I can tell, it's like until I take the next rest, but then I can do it once after every rest, so I could like wake up and go, oh, I gotta remember to enchant my sword again, and then it's just to the next day or something until I die or get incapacitated, or it's just like I just forever have this like I'm not getting much help from Roll20 here on this.
Yeah. I think also a thing to remember is Hexblade itself isn't like you're essentially a fancy blacksmith, right? It's just that
with imbuing my magic into the sword. So like it just doesn't run out.
I don't know if there is a limit. I'll look into it. I'll check.
Touch of Frost
quick-
is an excellent too, Lieutenant. Sorry, go ahead, Grumbles.
I have a question for Damien. Did you have you got the thing where you sprout wings? We were talking about that, about the revised edition or something. Is that a thing, or that we have for you or not?
No, I made my character without wings.
Yeah, well, the sprout wings is a new thing for 2024, but whether we incorporate that's up to GM, I
Okay,
suppose.
I just couldn't remember if that was something that your character has or not.
So I like not to talk too much into thoughts and plans I have.
I've given, by the way, just so the party knows, there's a lot of things you don't know that I've given the tiger. I have like things on me, like you know about the rat, but that's it.
Okay, that's cool. No,
So
I
Tiger has
understand
things
enough
he can
now.
grab for my character and say, I'm gonna do something with this thing.
Yeah, I just need to kind of bring you guys back first.
Yeah, we are up in weird land with me having like 1,000 gold because of something weird.
So yeah.
600 wait, no, I think I put 669. I do believe.
Oh man, okay. I had a spell I was gonna take, but there's another spell that fits the story so far much better, so I'm gonna take that instead. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna check the new player's handbook and see if they've clarified it a little bit, Damien. I'm gonna check.
Damn, he's got the new one.
Yep, so have I. And the new DM's guide, and I've got the new monster manual on its way as well.
Can I just say it's awesome to see so many faces in chat, knowing that everybody's hanging out and
Pretty great, isn't it?
and enjoying things together with us.
Ah, man.
I got this one for you.
Mm-hmm.
One scorched gnome wizard apprenticed to another. So that was a magnificent exploding fireball. Now, how do we make it fly away from us? Thanks to Count Babula for that one.
It's the George Carlin joke, right? How someone invented the flamethrower. Gee, I'd like to light those guys on fire over there, but I'm way too far away to get the job done. If only I had something that would throw the flame on them. It would have ended there, but he happened to mention it to his friend who is good with tools. And he came back a little while later and said, "Hey, quite a concept."
I don't know why, but for some strange reason, I imagine a rather distinguished gentleman standing there with his monocle and his cup of tea, talking about, yeah, those people over there, they need to be on fire. Yeah. Right next to him is a Floridian with a beer can and a NASCAR cap going, hold my beer, wandering off. And you see the distinguished gentleman, oh dear.
Oh my God.
What have I done?
What have I done? Like, this is going to be interesting. And then he comes back with an actual flamethrower. It's like, splendid.
I think the end of the Carlin routine is, and then the army heard about them.
Yeah.
We'd like to buy 5,000 of them, please. And could you paint them dark brown? We don't want anyone to see them.
Question, as part of the leveling and all that, so are we having a long rest as part of this journey, or what's our rest? I know we chose not to rest yet while we spent time making the wagon, but
Definitely curled up. I have already planned. I want to be curled up in the back corner and looking at something that you guys can't see.
yeah.
I'm focusing hard on something. Very, very, very hard on something.
It's gonna be a multi-hour journey, so
Yeah, we'll
we're
probably take turns.
Taking
right?
it
Yeah,
turns,
there's
like,
gonna
couple
be-
napping, couple on watch.
yeah,
Okay.
yep.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just gonna pat away the aluminium foil.
I don't think. Where is Hexblade from? That brand of warlock. Which book is it? Is it Tasha's?
I wish we could just click the spell and kind of go backwards from it.
I'm just gonna.
It's one of the ones that Doc gave me.
Let's see.
Xanathar's? No.
Xanathar's guide,
Xanathar,
everything.
That's the only one I don't freaking have physical copy. That's typical.
Well, we have it as part of the party, so the companions.
do we?
way. Yeah.
Is there
Yeah,
a way
well,
for me to look?
that's.
Just open the book.
I think I figured out what spell I want to take.
Oh, here we go.
Oh God! Opening Xanathar's Guide to Everything on the screen. Let me go to the battle map so people can see. It opens up with a wonderful shot of a beholder.
Yeah, that's Xanathar.
Oh, I love that. Like
He
he's
is
just
a beholder.
tinkering and looking at, like, it's just.
He's not only beholder, he's a beholder with a monocle,
Mm-hmm.
sir. He's a fancy freaking beholder.
College of Glamour, Swords and Whispers for bards. Circle of Dreams for druids is amazing.
Is Black Razor the one you use most, Damien? The great sword from Hexblade.
No. I'm using. You can use any weapon. So I'm using scimitar, I think.
I love the fluff text on Hexblade. Hexblade, what a cool name. So is your sword evil or cursed or something? But you're evil, right? Okay, now I don't like the name. Names aren't cool if they don't make sense. Like mine, the Xanathar. See, it's cool, it makes sense.
It's the old joke from Order of the Stick. Has
Yeah.
anyone ever read Order of the Stick?
Yeah.
The D&D webcomic. It's so good. And the I quoted it on Blue Sky a little while ago, and it was, I'm going to become a wizard with, I think it was like a wizard with an X in your name. Hang on, here we go. Hey, I should give myself a cool new name with an X in it. How about Zorkor? No, that sounds too much like a prescription drug. Wait, I have it. Zycon. Yeah, that's bad guys. Zycon the sorcerer. No, but a Z. Z's are loose.
Yep. Yes, Mikios. Dominica created the party in World of Warcraft for them. So we actually have Ragnar,
Wow.
Alistair, Dunbar, and Funkin.
Yes. So for me, the Hexblade, I never played the Hexblade, and I've never played with anyone who has played the Hexblade, mostly because probably because I don't have the book for it. But it just says a force that manifests in sentient magic weapons carved from the stuff of shadow, which is what you summon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they've changed it, but it just says the mighty sword Black Razor is the most notable of these weapons. So it's an actual like sentient blade, and Black Razor is.
Yeah, and there's a skill where I can do that. It's called, I need to get the Cursebringer skill, and I can create like up to like a great sword forged in silver with black runes.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I can create like a super sword apparently. If I was already thinking about that one.
So it says here for Black Razor.
I can take a
chaotic evil sentient greatsword is a legendary +3 magical weapon. So it'll be a little bit later.
Shopping trip?
5,000 gold, by the way, so it's not.
Oh, I only got 669.
Yeah. 669 in local currency. We don't know if that translates to back home gold.
I know, Ryan. Do we are the coins tiny in this world?
Not really. No.
Yeah, they shouldn't be, right?
So Black Racer does 2d6 plus 7 slashing damage plus 4d6 necrotic damage.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do a critical hit, you roll the dice 3 times instead of 2.
ALC.
And if you hit level 0 hit points attacking something, it dies, the body is destroyed, and the soul is absorbed by the Black Racer. And you get 12d6 temporary hit points.
Dear Lord.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Holy snapola, I think is correct phraseology.
Yeah.
Wow. The most I can do with my Cursebringer actually when I make it is give it the ability that if I imbue it with a spell slot, it does an extra 2d8 on top of its normal plus my charisma, which is pretty powerful.
Yeah.
You could do another like I could do another like 24 damage if I roll like a perfect.
So,
one question: what is it that allows you to summon the scimitar you use?
No. I imbue.
Yeah, so
the
Hex
scimitar I have.
Warrior lets you.
Yeah.
The influence of your patron allows you to magically channel your will through a particular weapon. That's what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just you can refresh it every day, and it lasts until you have a long rest, and then when you finish your long rest, you can do it again.
Well, I found it. I found a little more on it than that, but like, yeah, it never said like there was an actual like expiration for
Yeah,
the.
no, it expires when you go to bed. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So the way I kind of understand these things is, unless you get knocked unconscious, like completely out of it,
Yeah.
and then it stays active as long as you activate it.
If we don't need a crash cart to bring you back, it's still there.
Yep.
Oh wow! I can make my magical weapon. If I get this one thing, I can make it a bow or light bow, crossbow, heavy bow.
Oh, does it imbue the ammunition so you can do like nasty hexblade damage with it?
It already gives a plus. This one give me a +1 to attack and damage rolls.
Nice.
And then I can also on top of that make it ranged. That's a nice one. Yeah.
You'll be very dangerous to people when you hit level 6, when you can curse the soul of a person you slay, temporarily binding it to your service.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
what we were talking about,
he
right?
mentioned it earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be great.
You know, that's not great for us. You're like, you're on your way out. We don't have any healing potions. I'm gonna make sure that we remember you. Also, sorry, I'm just gonna take your soul for a bit.
Just a little while. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'll put it back.
Alistair. Yes, on his dying bed. Coup de grace. Oh shit.
Turned into a scepter, an enormous scepter with goggles on it.
And just faintly in the background, you can hear James Brown singing, "I'm a soul man." Every time he uses the spell, and we're all like, "Oh, he's done it again. Who's dead now?"
Yeah. I think this might be the origin of the soulmonger from.
Oh god. Yeah. As long as you don't absorb any bards, you'll be good.
What is it with you and chandeliers all of a sudden? What is it with you
Oddly
and
specific
chandeliers?
spell, absorb bard.
That's a very specific spell, yeah.
It could be very bad for you.
Wow.
Oh.
Guaranteed bar time.
Oh.
It was a bad joke.
He was born to be a bard.
God damn it. Can we play now?
It was barred to the bone.
No,
Yeah.
enough.
To be bard.
God damn it.
Are we ready? Have we eaten and drank and
Yeah, I think so. We should move on because jokes like that are going to get us barred around here.
whoa.
You get out. You're Bard.
Okay, if Fonkin dies, my next character is going to be a bard. He's going to be called Bartholomew.
Can he be a lawyer too? He has been disbarred.
No.
An ex-lawyer.
That's his background. Like an anti-folk hero.
Yeah. He's disbarred for
Bartholomew the Disbarred.
Yeah, there you go.
Service. That's how he introduces himself to everyone.
Maybe give him athletics too. I can see Lima going. I know where this is going. I know where this is going.
I played
Say anything.
I played a female bard elf once called Amusia, and she was, which means you have no musical sense or tone or whatever, right? So so every time she was like casting musical spells, playing instruments and singing a lot, and it was just it's just awful.
Well, on the plus side, if you do, if you use that and cast like something like vicious mockery or anything, it will be nicely accompanied by appropriately awful music.
Yeah. I'm sure that if she'd lasted long enough in that campaign, the DM probably would have made a vicious mockery every time, but against my party, every time she used any other magic.
I had a campaign where I ran, which had Megan Lenius, who is a Twitch streamer who is a music streamer. Was very talented, like plays all of the instruments and sings and everything. And she made a bard, a half-orc bard, called Proteus, which was who was a falsetto, which was very funny. Because it's like, oh yes, the giant, I'm going to smash the thing, and then just going la 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 la.
I love that.
It was very funny.
Okay, so I want watch and guard orders so that you guys can take turns sleeping, but also not be completely flat-footed in case shit as you're traveling.
Let's see. I wonder if I have. I don't think I have alarm or anything, but that would have been handy. Do you have alarm, Grumbles?
No.
Hmm.
You can create alarm.
There would be a lot of alarm all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I think no. We both have dark vision. So that's good. Do Dragonborn have dark vision? I can't remember. Damien, do you have dark vision or low light or anything?
They didn't in 5e.
I don't think they do, right?
I don't think so.
No, they don't.
But the only thing would be is if he got anything like that from his warlock powers, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I do. I think I have just like decent vision.
Yeah. But Ponkin, Alistair, and Ragnar all have dark vision, so that's good. I don't know.
And I think we all know that Dunbar is not very good at investigating.
I don't know if Tauren have dark vision. They're out on the plains, evolved from cows, not maybe so much use for dark vision.
No.
Oh, well, the closest we get, I guess, is a Minotaur, and they don't have dark vision in D&D 5e. So if you go by that as a base, then no, they don't.
If I remember correctly, Taurens do in fact not have dark vision even in the D20 version of World of Warcraft. So.
Oh, really? Oh, I've never played that. I am not familiar with it at all.
It's loosely based on 3.5. So.
Oh, okay. So a good one. Yeah.
Yep. Actually, kind of cool if you really love that world, but yeah. But no, as far as I remember, they don't. They do have other senses, and Kodo do not have any sort of super senses either, as far as I know.
Let's see here.
I could go up and pick up the books from my.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
Googling it now. I can't find anything about dark vision for the Torrents.
No. Grumbles, you sounded like you had a thought.
And no, sorry, no, I got distracted by something. It's fine.
What?
Not
You
me.
distracted by something?
I know.
Surely not. Surely not.
Oh, okay. So basically, the people who can see in the dark in the WoW RPG are like night elves and worgen and the dwarves potentially. So, but not Tauren.
No.
Listed anywhere, as I can see. Hmm. Oh, and regular elves too, I guess. High elves. Okay. Well, yeah. No, that's cool.
So I think we're landing on the 3 dark vision people taking most of the night.
We have 3 dark vision people?
Yeah.
Really? Just me? I'm the one. Wow.
Yeah, you're the only one.
At least I found a cool spell.
I was thinking if we can do. I mean, I think it's 2 hours each, and that way we get a full night's sleep. Otherwise, someone's going to end up being tired the next day with the tired qualifier.
Yep.
But I think if we all do 2 hours, then probably Dunbar could make use of the lights on the wagon, maybe, to help out.
Yep.
So yeah.
I can solve Dunbar's problems. There's not a problem there. I have taken a spell called Daylight.
Oh,
Oh
Does
god.
it make it daytime?
So he won't have any problems.
Seems
He-
excessive.
you know, I can make sure he can see. It's not a problem.
Yeah. Problem is, everyone will also be able to see us.
They will know where you are in the forest. They'll be like, hey, what's that glow coming from like a mile up the road?
Hey, look, it's completely barren wasteland. There's nothing here. What is that giant light over there? Let's go look.
Someone's creating an artificial sun there.
I suspect we're surrounded by horrible insect creatures. Quick, send up a flare.
Oh, imagine all of the crap that's gonna get sucked in with the ocean, and now everything everywhere is gonna be covered with mosquitoes and midges and stuff.
Can I interest you in everything all of the time?
Yeah, exactly.
We were swallowed by a giant anglerfish.
Oh, man.
Don't give me ideas.
On new.
All right, I'm going to do it. I'm getting rid of invisibility.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Okay.
You say
Yes,
that just
because
as
of
I've
my-
gotten see invisibility as a skill. God damn.
Well, no, because I took the Eldritch invocation called One with the Shadows, which means I just have to find a little dim light in the room, and I go invisible.
Oh.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. So I can get another level 2 spell.
Nice.
Very nice. So you have your marching orders?
I'll go first. I don't mind.
You go first?
I'll do some end of the day checking up how the cart survived the first day and make sure nothing's like rubbing up against something it shouldn't be rubbing up against, and like making sure that everything is working properly.
Yeah. Sounds good. So you take first watch. Who takes next?
I can take next watch.
And then
But when is it going to be daytime? That's when I'll take watch.
When I cast Daylight.
well, I mean it's currently light right now, but
Okay.
you've spent some time, but it's gonna take about half a
I thought it was
day's
a
worth
wagon would
of
take a while.
traveling. So
Let's have Dunbar earlier then, before it's dusk or whatever.
Yeah, I guess I start.
Funkin' will go last.
Something's going to go bad with me starting. Great. I'll start. Yay.
Funkin' last. Okay. So Dunbar first,
Oh, no.
then Alistair and Ragnar, and then Funkin.
That sounds good, because maybe there's a little bit of light at the end on the plateau, and then Dunbar can make use of that.
All right. Well, first we're gonna have some perception rolls from Dunbar on his watch. Let's make it 3 different ones.
Okay. 2 seconds. I'm taking my my level oh man, wait, I got a level 3 spell now. Oh, is there a way I can roll? Is there a way is there a way I can roll even though I'm in this editor?
Yeah, just finish it. Then you
Yeah.
roll. Don't worry about it.
You can change the spell afterwards if you panic
Yeah.
pick one. Don't worry about it. Just remove it and
Yeah,
add a different one.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose that one. That's good.
Oh, here's a thing I didn't know about Artificer Tiger.
Okay, what do you need?
Mechanics wise.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you make an intelligence history check related to magic items or technological devices, I add twice my proficiency bonus.
Oh.
I didn't know that. That's very good.
Oh, very nice.
So what you need me to roll there?
Perception.
Oh boy,
Yep.
investigation ain't much. Okay, perception.
While you're rolling that, I'm gonna make an observation of Doc's camera right now. Because of one of the tokens in the top left corner, it says Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh,
Yes, I know.
nice.
Sorry.
Unguent maybe would have been better, but yeah.
It could have been worse. It could have been dung eons. But yeah. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons.
I
Let's.
kind of called it.
Yeah.
Straight into a herd of basilisk.
Give me 2 more, please.
Oh yay. So if I double click it, I'm gonna try it. I think I can just submit and then.
Okay.
Hey, that one was good.
Okay.
I got one good one.
Now. Okay. Okay.
Keep saying okay.
And okay. Yep. No, you're good.
What?
You're good.
What do you mean I'm good?
No, you travel along. Nothing
Nothing happened?
exciting
Nothing?
happens. You don't notice anything trying to sneak up on you or eat you or attack you or watching you.
Okay.
Okay.
That's not to say it's not there. You just don't know.
I mean, yeah. Do I have any spells that might help with this at all?
Hey, you don't know anything. You don't know anything.
I know.
Huh?
I know, and I don't have spells that help with this. Still better. There's not, I'm built for trickery.
All right. And up next on the list is Alistair, I do believe.
Oh, yes. Let's see.
Alistair takes over as
So I
dusk
want to
starts to
crawl in
fall.
the back. I want to crawl in the back and focus on something.
Yes.
I'm gonna probably DM you.
Okay.
All right.
I'll roll perception.
Yes, please.
Do I get any advantages because of my dark vision?
Yeah.
Good. 11
Mm-hmm.
and 21. Oh, not 20.
Oh. Okay.
You perceive so hard, you know what Damien's put in his DM.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I
What
hear,
the-
I hear him scribbling to himself, but he's also reading what he's writing at the same time.
Yeah.
That's why.
Just don't tell the others.
What? Why don't I get these kind of rolls ever?
I don't say that because I tempted fate big time earlier, so this is gonna come back to bite me in the ass big time.
It's your rolling day.
Okay.
Also, if it's possible, while I'm having my watch, I'd like to summon my homunculus servant. I haven't done that since I had access to him. I want to do that.
Homunculus.
What
So
does
there's a little
that one do again?
winged bat creature sort of thing. It kind of looks like it looks a little weird, but if you search for homunculus, HUMUNC, you can find it in the list we have, and there's a picture.
Let's see.
I'm showing it to chat here as well, so they can see what's going on.
Homunculus. Is this from the Monsters Manual or the free basic rules?
I don't know. It's it's a monster. Yeah, it's from the Monsters Manual. Yep.
Tiny construct, neutral.
Oh, not what I meant to do.
Telepathic bond.
Telepathic.
No.
He's not telepathetic. He doesn't pick up the phone and go, "You're a nub," and hang up again.
Are you sure he doesn't?
Survey says you lose.
That would be a telepathic bond.
Okay, so they both. Oh yeah. Okay.
So I get one of those. And
Right. Okay. Let me actually show to people what that guy looks like. Yeah.
it looks kind of weird, but it's technically a construct, so I can use like mending to fix him rather than healing.
Yeah.
So it's because, and also I'm an artificer. I like fixing things, so that works.
I don't know why, but I kind of imagine you having a fully mechanical one and not just a.
Oh yeah,
a
no, it doesn't
golem
look
kind of.
quite like that.
No,
It's got like there's some gears sticking out somewhere or something, and you go like, oh, that's odd.
Yeah. No, I like that.
Hang on a second, I do have alarm.
Alarm! Alarm! Ein Kletster!
We can use that in the future, I guess.
Someone just had flashbacks. Yes. Okay. Yes. So I rolled that. On the very end of your watch, Lima.
Yes.
Or should I say Alistair?
Yeah.
You hear faintly, quite far away,
That's disconcerting, to say the least.
and you see a group of glowing eyes in the darkness. They're clearly observing you.
Oh, do I see anything with my dark vision?
No, like this is far enough away that it's like you're catching the eyes and their reflection of the little light that is. But yeah.
Okay. If I
Yeah.
turn the light on the wagon towards it, does that help?
Let's do a roll on that. Actually, does it help or not? Let's figure it out.
Do you want
Yes,
Arcana?
yes, it does.
Oh.
It lights up a little group of 5 smaller humanoid creatures, but with dog-like features, but they're not quite dogs. They're more feral looking, and they have very crude gear. Like they have crude leather pants, and they seem to be holding some simple clubs, and one has what looks to be a very worn down machete, and they're kind of packed together. They look like they're very curious as to what's going on here. And as soon as you turn the light on them, they scatter as they run away.
Okay. I look at my homunculus, which is, just standing there by the fire, kind of. His idle animation, as it were, in this is not just standing still. It's him going dee, kitty, 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 kind of wiggling back and forth a little bit. Not dancing. It's just like click, 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 click. And we have a telepathic link, so I get him to fly up, and he's got dark vision as well, which is going to be outside the range of these mysterious gnolls. So he'd be able to fly up and like look around and see if he can see any more, because obviously they're not going to reach him. Because he'll be, I think he's 60 feet dark vision, I imagine, so he'll be able to fly 60 feet above. Yeah, dark vision 60 feet. So he can just fly out and stay 60 feet above the ground. And he's going to be, completely quiet as well. So to see, and then I will, it conveys what it senses to its master, and the two can communicate telepathically.
Why do I have this image of you kind of putting on your goggles and getting a direct drone feed almost?
That's exactly. This is FPV drone is what this is. This is exactly what it is. It's like, okay, let's see what we can do. And like pulling them on and going, ooh. So, I mean, it is a construct. It can do it on its own, but I also reserve the right to take exclusive control.
I love that idea. You know what? Screw it. Let's roll with it. Let's do it. Yeah. So you see from the eyes of this homunculus, this tiny construct of yours, flying around silently, and he catches one of them as they're running away, and they seem to be running towards some sort of small cave, and around the cave opening, you can very clearly see there is a massive group of these creatures.
Oh, like how massive?
Quick estimates, somewhere between 20 to 50.
Oh shit. I think I will probably let Longstride know, because, local chappy. And be like, I'll tell my homunculus Herman. That's his name. His name is Herman. You can't hear this because it's a telepathic bond, but he has a little bit of an Austrian accent.
Of course,
but you guys, obviously, you guys can't hear that because it's telepathic bond. But it does. So it knows all the languages I can speak and read and stuff, but it doesn't. It can't talk itself. So you guys won't hear it, but in my head I go, Herman, keep those things over there. See if you can get them away from us. I'll see if Longstride knows anything about these dog things. And Herman just goes, yeah, no problem.
Yep.
The fact that I, LZT, can't do an Austrian accent does not minimize the Austrian accent's authenticity. It just doesn't translate between D&D and me performing it, unfortunately.
As soon as you said Herman, I was envisioning the rather large guy from Deus Ex, who is called Herman. Agent Herman, yeah. He was very Arnie for some strange reason.
Yeah, I mean Arnie is Austrian.
Yeah.
So that tracks.
Yeah, no. You rouse Longstride. What?
Lots of things about yay high, and I hold my hand up like pretty high because I'm short. Even if the gnolls are small, they're bigger than me. Like about this tall, bipedal sort of hyena dogs with, frankly, not enough clothing. Not covering appropriately, and then like very rudimentary tools, and about 2 buttloads of them, at least 2 buttloads of them, over there. Is that a problem, or?
Knowles? Are you talking about Knowles?
I don't know. Are they?
Did they make any sounds?
Yes, they were sort of laughing.
Yes, Knowles.
And then Alistair just does a little and try to imitate it.
Yeah, it sounds like them. Shouldn't be a problem as long as we've shown that we're aware of them. They like to.
So even
ambush.
50, not a problem.
How many?
50. Up to 50. It's a bit hard in the dark, you see, and they're not exactly standing in rows.
The Tauren lays his hand on the backside of the Kodo, and you hear him speak some words in an unknown language. But the Kodo kind of stops first. He shakes a bit, and then you hear him rumble, like it's a that just reverberates and gets deeper. And as he stops, you hear the echo of it through the valley.
Are you hungry? I could cook something up.
And then Longstride gives him 2 pats. And the wagon, where you normally would expect kind of a shudder and completely, like at least with the speed he sets off, it's just, he's oddly silent. Like his steps are quick. They're clearly throwing up some sort of dust, but there's no shuddering in the wagon. There's no movement. It's as if he's moving with an unknown grace of such a large animal.
Ooh.
And extra speed. Longstride looks at you and says, "Be on guard. If they have this many, they are clearly planning something. Normally,
they might be displaced by the water rushing in.
yeah, they don't roam that far south in Thousand Needles. Normally, they roam further north towards Furlos. No, this is strange. They could be coming down from the Racer Fens. And that means that the elevator has been attacked. The Great Lift. Stay on guard. Be ready to rouse your friends, but let's leave them to sleep for now."
Okay. And I like put the goggles back on and check in with Herman and make sure they're not moving. So like I'll keep him over there flying like on guard essentially. On the bevakthåll. So just kind of keep him at his post essentially.
Yeah.
Until it's not my watch anymore, and then I will inform the next one, which is Fonkin, I think. Or is it Ragnar?
Ragnar next. Ragnar next.
Ragnar next.
Oh, that was it.
So the only kind of cause for concern is that from time to time you can hear the whistling of rocks being pelted past Herman as they're trying to use slings and such. But like they don't hit, but there are a couple of you can hear as they're whistling past him.
Okay.
But they
also,
are.
he doesn't feel any pain because he's he's a construct.
So they are clearly aware. You can see they're massing more and more in front of this cave, yeah. They're not moving yet, but it seems like they're getting ready to move. And it's Ragnar next.
Okay, so what you after? Perception, are you?
Yes, but you might want to speak to Alistair first.
Would I know that what Alistair was seeing?
I will definitely let you know what has been going on.
Hey, you gotta go come grab him, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
I mean, he's not going to be awake. I have to wake him up. And also, before I hand over, I want to cast alarm.
Hmm.
So if something sneaks up and Ragnar doesn't notice, or something else happens, I would like an alarm to go off.
Right. Do you attach that to a set spot, or?
Yeah, it's a 20-foot cube. So it's not a huge thing. So what people usually do is put it on the door or a window or something, so if someone goes, if you have a choke point, then very useful. But I
20
want.
feet's about a wagon.
Yeah, I think you're underestimating the quality of my craftsmanship. The wagon is.
Yeah, this is a stretch limo of a wagon.
Chevy Chevelle or something is 400 feet long.
You know how many bodies you can fit in the trunk?
Yeah. So what you're saying, what Alistair's basically saying is he's got a piece of string, tied it to his big toe, ran it across the entrance of the wagon, put it across the entrance, and hung a bell on it.
Yeah. So I'm sleeping in the wagon. I don't know who else is sleeping inside the wagon, but
when you go in the back, you notice that I'm not actually asleep and I'm mumbling to myself. Okay. I'm curled up where you can't see what I'm doing in the corner, and I'm mumbling to myself. Yeah. Kind of creepy, actually.
The problem I have with the Kodo, is the Kodo awake, or does the Kodo go back to sleep?
Oh, the Kodo's walking. You guys are moving.
Oh, okay. So, well, in that case, I'll put. Well, it wouldn't work then, I guess, because the alarm would stay in place as we.
Can you attach it to?
We would leave the alarm very quickly behind us.
But that's why I'm asking. If you attach it to an item, certainly would it not move with the item?
I don't know.
I don't think it works like a ward as such. It's protecting a specific location, right?
Oh, it's you actually put it on the area.
I guess you could put it in the path behind you and then have it alert if something is following through your tracks.
Yeah, but it would only work for the first mile. Then I'd be out of range of it. Yeah, no, I'll save the spell slots. Then. I'll roll up on my cot, because obviously we have cots that fold out of the wall with and whenever you do, it's magic. Remember, there's a piece of chocolate on the pillow, and I think today it's Ferrero Rocher, so it's quite nice. So.
Sweet and crunchy.
Yeah, exactly. No, so I kind of roll up on my bedroll or whatever, and kip up.
Right. Ragnar, you have been appraised of the situation, about the potential for for an ambush or an attack. You see that the Kodo, like you notice that the Kodo is moving swift, but also silently.
Yep, well, I'll unfold my unexploded Mecha Strider. Because mine didn't go up in flames, unlike certain gnomes who like to tinker with theirs. And I'll start patrolling, making sure that nothing is coming, nothing's going to attack us, and see if I can keep us safe for the 2 or 3 hours that I'm, out there.
My Mecha Strider is still in perfect working condition. It's just folded up in my bag.
Yeah, so was mine.
But I want to point out that the one that blew up because you fiddled with it.
There's absolutely no empirical evidence of that ever happening. Nobody ever saw me do anything.
It was a bold-faced lie.
Yeah, no, you take a patrol, and I want 3 perceptions from you then. Ooh.
Jeez.
Okay. Well, let's do okay. Uh-huh.
I was worrying to hear that.
Uh-huh. All right. So, describe the patrol route you take first.
I'm just going to, on my Mecha Strider with my axe in one hand and shield, I'm just going to patrol about 100 yards out from the thing in a clockwise direction and just basically keep going around the thing, just watching sort of outside and just checking who's coming towards us. That's all I'm going to try and do, just a standard routine sort of patrol.
Mm-hmm. On the first round you take, you don't see anything or hear anything. On the second one, you're not quite sure, but you think you hear laughing, but like it's too faint, and it's not like this could have been the squeak of a wheel, this could have been the squeak of the gears and the Mecha Strider, but like you're not sure at all. And on the third path or round that you take, you see eyes. You see golden glowing eyes following the trail behind you. You estimate about 250 to 300 meters behind where you are patrolling. You see a group of eyes.
How many do I know roughly how many I can see? Or
With a 14 on that, I mean, let's roll for it.
Oh dear.
Well, you only see one pair of eyes,
yeah, okay.
but it's as if it's moving around, so it's impossible that it's only one pair of eyes, but you only see one pair of eyes.
They're about 250 yards behind us.
Yeah, 250 meters behind where you are doing your patrol.
Yeah.
Because I imagine you're doing a bit of a wide circle, so.
Yeah, I'm quite a way up. I can see the caravan, but I'm far enough out that I still see the caravan, but see enough around the outside, because I don't know how far dark vision is. It's about 60 feet, isn't it? Or 120, I can't remember.
60 is standard.
Yep.
60 standard, yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm keeping within 60 foot of the thing then, so yeah.
You are in a valley, so it is technically pitch black, but like, there's a tiny bit of moonlight coming through.
Yeah, well, in my patrol, I will run back to the thing, and I'll inform Dunbar that there's somebody following us about 200-300 yards back. I can't work out how many there are, but there's a few pairs of eyes, but I've not seen anything else. And yeah, I think Dunbar's due to take over the next watch. I believe.
Dunbar.
What? I don't know. I was first watch.
No,
Well, you've
it's,
got-
it's
that's
Funkin
Funkin.
next.
Sorry.
Yep.
I'll tell Funkin this and let him know that there may have some problems behind us.
I see. All right, well, good scouting. Oh, we seem to be moving quite quickly. And
Yes.
quietly. I
No.
guess. Hmm.
Would you like to borrow my Mecha Strider so you can keep up with the caravan? Just trying to blow this one up.
I don't have a very good record with these things. I appreciate your trust in me that you would offer us such a thing, but I think I might be safer standing on the wagon, keeping a good eye out.
Fair enough. With that, I'm gonna finish my beer, which I've been testing while I've been driving around, and then I'm gonna snuggle up in bed and look at this weird chocolate thing, flick it out the back of the wagon, and then go to sleep.
Is Funkin alone? Is he's the only one awake now?
Yeah. Yeah, like
Okay, so
long
Longstrider's
Strider's
resting.
is
Okay.
just kind of sitting in the seat and
Mhm.
doing the warriors or the fighters kind of.
Yeah.
He's clearly lights out, but he also seems very ready to spring to action for some strange reason.
Okay. So it's basically Damien asleep at his desk. Got it.
Yeah, there you go.
But you weren't here for the joke earlier, David. Was like, will Damien turn up, or will he be asleep at his desk?
Funkin mutters under his breath.
Oh, quite impressive. The Longstrider knows expeditious ox. Very good.
Expeditious.
Oxpeditious.
Delicious.
Is it well educated? Did it go to Cambridge or?
I don't know, but it was very good at crossing rivers.
So yeah, I will begin just keeping a lookout.
Poor Luke.
And yeah, like we're quiet, but do I get a sense of how quiet we are moving? Like it's magically.
It's magically quiet, yes.
Okay.
You are used to, like, whenever you've heard this Kodo walk so far,
Yeah.
it's been a very clear, like this gentle thud in the ground. It's completely gone right now.
Okay. Understood. All right. Well, I have nothing else to work with right now, so I will keep an ear and an eye out.
Mm-hmm.
But I am forewarned.
Yes, and you are going to be able to do. Oh shoot, Doc! We forgot to do your perception with advantage because of dark vision.
Oh, okay. I'll let me roll 3 times again and see what happens. So this counts as for the first one.
Ooh, that almost stepped on the one.
Second one. And the third one. So that makes it a 23, an 18, and a 22 then.
Right. In that case, you will have seen more of the eyes, both on your first round and your third round. You would have seen that there are at least 2 separate packs hunting you.
Ah, okay, so they're packing it in, are they? Excellent.
Get out.
Wow.
I just want to point out that the 23 very nearly was a 1 instead of a 19, and the 22 very nearly was a 2 instead of an 18.
Yep.
It was very, very close.
So,
Must be nice.
so you have now a bit of extra information about that, Funkin. I will allow your perception rolls to be done with advantage.
I have a question.
Yes.
This information about these packs, are they all seemingly sort of in pursuit, like chasing?
Yes.
Okay, so there's nothing ahead or to the, as far as we know. It's just from what we've observed, they're packs chasing us. Okay, like running us down, kind of thing, maybe. Except that we're moving quicker than normal. Okay, cool. Then, because I would like to maybe interject something in between my perception checks, but depending on how well they go.
Okay. Start with the first
So if
one.
I get a
with
particularly
advantage.
good one, I'd like to try something magical.
All right. Give me the first one with advantage then.
Advantage. Boop. Oh, click and drag to... Okay, I've just turned on these 3D dice.
Yeah. 11. Do you feel like that's good enough to do
Doesn't
what you
feel
want to
particularly
do?
good. No. It says he rolled the dice and landed underneath the name tags at the bottom, so I don't even see what the roll was. Okay. All right. No, that's not particularly good.
6
Yeah,
and 8,
done.
according to my.
Gotcha. Yeah, I can see it now. I've got the chat window.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what they're on about. There's nothing following us whatsoever. I might go back for a nap.
Give me the second one, please.
Okay.
That drag the dice thing's a pain.
Oh. Oh.
Oh,
Oh, a nat 20
How about
there.
a nat 20?
Well,
Oh, those packs.
yes. You see one main pack of 10 trailing right straight behind you guys. And you see one smaller pack of about 5 that seem to be trying to work its way up on your side as you're walking up.
Okay.
You also catch the glimpse just as you're coming past a crevasse up along the wall. You see one of them go silhouette in front of the moon for about half a second before dipping down again.
Oh, okay. Trying to head us off of the pass. I knew we shouldn't have taken this Wild West wagon. That's me, not Monken. Okay, I would like to use the power of prestidigitation.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to use the power of speech to cast the spell prestidigitation. And I would like to cast... Now, what do I know about... so he's called these things Nulls, and I'm sure this information has been passed on from watch to watch, so
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know what these are in this world, but I've got... I think Nulls would be fairly common knowledge, especially in forest gnomes and swamps and things like that. I think we have a rough gist of what a Null is. So, would I know what maybe they're naturally sort of adverse to? Like, what's a common foe? Like, do they not like dogs, for example, because they're sort of like cats?
So, here's a fun fact, by the way, for everyone watching at home. Hyena are their own subspecies. They're not dogs, they're not cats. They are something in between. They are their own
dogs.
kind of thing.
Cogs.
The cogs.
Where you combine the words for puppy and pussycat and puppycat, or
No.
pussy cat or something like that. But I'm not gonna make that joke.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Cassie puts.
No. Okay.
Cat dog, I think.
oh God, why?
Let's not. So you know
Okay.
they're nocturnal, mainly.
Yeah.
And you know that
Daylight.
most of the things that they will be hunting are usually smaller prey, unless they are in very large groups.
Okay. Yeah.
So anything that is normally a large group of kodos or similar kind of creatures or such would be a natural thing for them to fear, because it would be such of a big fight and such a big a risk for them to lose anything. So
okay, cool, that's awesome. So I would like to, on that basis, I would like to find my character sheet again because I closed it. I would like to prestidigitate. I'm sort of testing them, testing their metal. I would like to prestidigitate the smells, and I assume sounds. I can like do this multiple times or whatever. It lasts an hour, so okay. So I want to make some smells and sounds of maybe like it's a pack of Kodo or something, and it'll be quite peculiar because we're moving along quietly and they're following, and they know that, you know, they know the speed we're moving at and that there's only one, but I want to make it seem like from the smells, and maybe we're catching up with the herd, or, you know,
okay,
like maybe we're the nervous Nelly at the back of the herd and we're trying to catch up because we sense danger. So I want to make it seem like there's more pungent, more stronger smells and sounds, as if there might be a herd of Kodo that we're catching up to, and therefore the fight might be best broken off, the pursuit. I'm not saying it works, I'm just saying that's what.
No, I like this idea. I'm all on board with this, and I will allow you 2 attempts at like, I know you normally wouldn't have to fully roll for a prestidigitation, like it's just something you do innate.
We're trying to cast a sort of an illusory, like there's danger here kind of thing.
So I will allow you to cast this with advantage. To really nail it where you want it. Like it'll still be there, it'll still be functioning and give off an effect even if you don't nail it, but this will have a very, very good effect if you nail it. So
okay, so the question is, would this be something that I can utilize my knowledge of Arcana for?
Definitely 100%.
Okay, so advantage Arcana, let's go gadget. Big whammies. Holy bad rolls. Is that double sixes? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, 14, because I have a +8. I thought something good might come out of that. But anyway.
And since you got a natural 20, I will allow you 1 normal roll. Like you have like, they don't know that you've noticed them like this. They like you have an advantage here, so I will allow you 1 normal one.
1 normal roll. Okay, here we go. No whammies.
We'll still take the highest of all of them. Okay. Okay.
How about that one?
How do you want to do this?
So I think it's just like a little bit like, I don't know, finger guns, like prestidigitate. It's like it's alternating like odor, sound of a herd, odor, you know, like just murmurings and noises combined with like, because we know we've been traveling with this Kodo for a while now, so we know like odor Kodo, the new fragrance by Paco Rabanne. By Fonkin Rabanne.
Pack of Rabanne.
So I'm just like, it's just finger guns. It's just like smell, sound, accidental fireworks. Oh. Maybe there's a minor illusion in between, like 2 or 3 Kodo. 2 or 3 particularly smelly, pungent Kodo.
I love this idea. Oh, this is great.
I like that they're minor illusions, so they're like kind of small, so it doesn't fit because I'm not using a proper, like, I've got silent image as well, but I think it's not really going to work. But yeah. So they're like, oh, it must be in the distance. There must be a pack of Kodo because they're so small. So that must be the
they're way over there.
The depth. But it's actually like shadow puppets. It's like little.
Yes. No, I'm here for it. let's do a bit of a reaction from them. See what happens with them. Okay. Hmm. Right. I imagine that now that you are fully aware where they are, we are going to give you, like, you're definitely going to get advantage on the last roll too, but we're also going to give you a flat +5 on it, on top of that. So, I want you to give me that last perception roll to see if you notice what,
All right. See if it's had any effect.
yes.
Here's the advantage roll.
Still a 19 with a +5.
19, yeah.
Yep. So you notice that the main pack behind,
Mm-hmm.
they have completely stopped in their tracks. They are even spreading. They are routing. They are actually routing.
Double done.
The pack that was on the side and trying to catch up
Mm-hmm.
have broken off. They're falling out. Like they're still maintaining pace,
Yeah.
but they've decided to kind of fall further out. So
Yeah.
they're just outside of range for you, but like you can, like last you saw, they were breaking off very solidly. So
Well, they're probably more confused because they're not affected by the magical tricks, but they're like, why is the main pack breaking
Yeah.
off the attack? Have we had some sort of order to fall back or something? Yeah. Okay.
and you notice that the ones on top,
Mm-hmm.
they are still trying to trail ahead.
Yeah. There's nothing to stop them. Yeah.
Exactly. So
All right.
that is the end of your watch, and you're ahead of you, in the distance, about 500 meters ish. You can see faint lights and the faint construction that is kind of reminiscent of a very large elevator.
Okay. But we recall from a few hours back that Longstrider was concerned that this place might be in trouble.
Yes.
Okay, but it's too far away to make, and we don't know the place, so it's too far to tell if there's anything untoward yet. It's just that we can see approximately where we're heading to. Yeah, okay.
Correct.
All right, well, I pass on the information to Dunbar.
Oh, we're dead.
I managed
Wait, is it
to...
still nighttime?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Is where are we at, like, light-wise?
You would surmise that now that you've traveled for half a day, it's right before daylight. Like it's right before
Okay.
dawn breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you find him huddled up somewhere, so you don't even have to wake him.
Hmm.
You tell him everything.
Curious. Have you rested at all?
Not per se. I've rested my body.
I suppose. Okay. Well, look, there are still some of these strange creatures that seem to be following us. They're gnoll-like. Not sure what they are, but there was a large pack in pursuit directly behind, and a few others scattered to the sides, and some up there above us, following on the high ground. The ones to the rear seem to have been persuaded to leave us be, as it were. May have had some magical doings there. The ones at the side seem to have, well, I don't know, I think they're going on some sort of union-mandated pursuit break. And the ones at the top seem rather more determined. Oh, by the way, up there, well, you probably can't see it right now, but trust me, follow nose, follow my finger this way, that way, over there. That's where we're headed. There's some faint glows and torches in the distance.
Yeah. I think I could see a little glow. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. No, no. Those are the stars. No, that way, straight ahead, not up.
Oh, all right.
Right, those ones. Take us towards those stars.
That's much brighter, actually.
Yes. Well, now our host here, he did suggest that perhaps the place might be in trouble. So just because we're nearing our destination, don't let up. Keep your eyes and ears and various esophaguses for sensory perception open.
Okay, wait. All right. So there's ones to my side I can't see. A bunch all the way back I can't see.
Yeah.
And where's this up that I can't see?
That way.
And he's literally like twisting his neck all the way, like trying to look above him, like there's a cliff or something that he's not seeing.
Yeah, exactly. It's up there on the rig. Oh, never mind. So I cast a very, very faint, like flickering neon arrow that points that way. Up there.
Neon arrow.
Why do I now hear that very distinct sound of a neon sign flickering?
Yeah.
It's like a Looney Tune sign, literally, come on.
Yeah. That way. Those ones seem to be more determined. I would expect some sort of ambush, and we don't know what awaits us up ahead at this elevator.
Those are wise words indeed, little gnome.
Oh, I didn't know you were awake.
I am now. We're almost here.
A question out of character: is it what would it be tough for Fonkin to just he's not be on watch, but like stay awake and like start of the next day kind of thing, or does he need to rest after having been on high alert watch and doing stuff all night?
It would be nice with a little nap, but like you're not shattered or anything. No, you're not that.
Okay.
Then again,
I think he will go to like get in a comfortable position kind of thing, but it's one of those like, I'll read a book or something and maybe I'll fall asleep, but I'm trying to just hang on a bit in case something, I don't have to be awoken, as it were. Yeah.
No, it's not going to be a danger nap or anything. It's going to be.
I'm not looking out or anything. I'm just kind of chilling. Okay.
Yeah.
You got this done, Bar.
And he's just kind of looking in like circles, like as if like how like people that when they're walking through like their power's gone out in their house and they're trying to feel for like the walls and everything, and your head just kind of doing every motion. He's doing that. They're everywhere. That's what you just told him, basically. They're everywhere, just out of sight.
Dunbar. There is suddenly a voice in your head.
Oh.
Danger.
Oh man, he perks up really like a dog perking his head out of the tent. Like he does that with the top, the canvas on top. He just sticks his entire like dragon head out like
Roll, Raggy.
Tongue lolling in the wind.
Yeah.
Oh man. What would he do? So you told him about the one above. Can I look to see if I can kind of make out like where these rocks or whatever above?
Yeah, so you now have pretty much an assisted roll on your perception for that.
Okay, because I might want to take an action actually just on that if I can make out about how high or whatever this platform is.
So you're looking towards the platform and not towards the cliffside where
the cliffs. No, the cliffside. He would point the neon sign pointed up.
Yeah.
I wanted to look up that way. Like as soon as I perk up and he's like danger and I don't hear anything else, I'm gonna like look towards where the neon sign, still in my head popping out, but I'm now, schnauzering. I'm pointing.
Well, I mean, you can give me an assisted perception there.
Perception?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see if I can make it out. Because it's still nighttime. Did I close my? Oh, I did. Why did I close that? Oh, because I added the spell and like
I won't lie. This is gonna be a tough one.
Advantage. It's just normal, but then it's assisted. So.
Yeah.
Man, why do you guys get these rolls?
You
Do I
okay?
have anything
I'm
that
just
creates-
I'm
wait,
just gonna
let's
disclose before you do anything else. You're rolling against a natural 20 on the stealth
Yeah.
in the darkness with
No, I'm looking to see if I can create light or anything.
sand in your eyes or whatever just happened. Like yeah.
You don't have dark vision.
You don't. So no. And they are hiding. They know that dawn is breaking, and they know they're being observed. So
You know what? I will hop in the front seat and like take over. But I'm gonna do two things which might freak them out if they're watching. Because since I can't see them, I'm gonna do the same back. I'm going to use my new ability to instantly turn invisible when it's dark. It's dark.
yeah.
And I'm going to cast false life on myself to give myself bonus max health here, just in case they do attack. Even though they hopefully won't see me. Wait, how do I cast? I didn't cast that.
Like it just happens. So 1d4 plus 4.
I agree though that when you cast it, it should automatically roll a 1d4 plus 4.
Yes.
But it doesn't. It's just an info box rather than a cast, I guess.
I wonder if I can add that somehow to
Yeah, you should be able to.
my attacks and
Yeah, I
stuff.
imagine so.
You can do like I've done with my heals and that, which I've found macros online that allow me to click the macros. And you just click and it fires them off.
Oh yay! So well, it's at least it's plus 4.
So 5.
I wonder. So in my Dungeoneer pack, it says I have fire starting stuff. Could I make and I have a crossbow with crossbow bolts. Could I try to make a fire arrow? Wrapping like some cloth or something on the end of the arrow and trying to set it aflame.
You would have to have pitch or something that could stick to the cloth to make it actually stay alight as you fire it, though.
You're right. I don't think it just says fire starter kit. So
I don't think it would carry.
Technically, the stuff in the Dungeoneers pack is like a tinderbox.
Yeah,
tinderbox.
Or-
Yeah,
flint and steel or something like that. Yeah.
Really, just nothing I can do to help with seeing. I'm screwed. I'm screwed. At least I'm invisible and screwed.
There is a light on the cart, remember?
Yeah, there is.
Does it turn or does it just?
I think
Can I grab
it's, I think it's like an apparatus, so you could probably turn it.
We have established that it turns.
Yeah.
Oh, can I try turning the light up towards it?
It tilts a bit, but not enough.
No. I'm screwed. All right. I'm just gonna try to, still keep looking around while we move, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's, hopefully, they now can't see me, so they don't know what to think or do. But like I said, character's not really built for this stuff.
Longstride looks towards you as you're sitting there and just kind of fading into the shadows. That's a neat trick. Where'd you learn that? Night elves.
Oh wow!
You hear clear disdain in his voice.
Wow! Yeah, no, I heard it. I already heard it.
Heads up, we're coming up towards the lift. He's slowly moving up, and you more and more clearly see the torches that are lighting up the lifts. You see there are guards at the bottom next to the platforms. There are two separate platforms that are ready to transport up or down, all depending. And up above, towards the slowly but surely brightening sky, like there's just enough light now in the sky that you can see this giant contraption that is rigged to bring up these massive platforms and people transport, and yeah, so there's guards and everything and watching out.
Everything looks okay.
Everything looks okay.
Oh. I probably would say something to what's his name again?
Longstride.
Longstride, yeah. I'd probably say something to Longstride and like, looks like everything is safe.
Yeah, it does. Looks can be deceiving, though. You should know all about that. Let's get up. Let me handle the talking to the guards.
I would actually stay invisible and walk behind him.
Just stay in your seat. That's where I need you.
All right, that's what I do. I mean, this guy's bigger than me, which is unusual. The one time he's like, I should probably listen to this guy.
You roll up next to the guards. They greet each other in this language that you heard. You've heard him use a couple of times, just mutter under his breath, and then they switch to the common tongue that you learn to understand. And he says, "I'm carrying goods. I'm going to Crossroads, and then I'm going to Thunder Bluff." The guard looks and what kind of goods you got here? These are weird times, Longstride. You know this. Being a outrider and everything. I carry nothing of great value. Just normal supplies for the war-torn areas, for the ravaged areas. You've seen what Deathwing has done. 1,000 Needles is flooded. The salt flats are gone. And you hear an audible gasp from all of the guards. Like, there was a tiny few people just walking around, like, all of them Tauren, and suddenly there's silence. There's dead silence. We are being trailed by gnolls. They're clearly doing something. I thought these were from the Razor Fens, but they're not. They must have come down from Wahache. Stay alert. And the guards just kind of usher him on, and he starts moving the Kodo again. And now you hear the very familiar and kind of safe. You hear the entire wooden structure, like normally where you'd expect to hear creaking with the massive size of this creature, there's no issue. Like there's just this faint, friendly, deep rumbling thud of the steps of this kodo on wood, and it feels safe. It feels welcoming. And the cart goes up behind him, and then there's a few exchanges of words and language again. And the elevator starts going up. Slowly and very, very securely. It doesn't feel rickety. It doesn't feel malplaced or anything. And you raise up. And at the top, you are greeted by moonlight, since you are now out of the valley. And more guards.
Wow.
Funkin gets booted off the side.
And the last thing I say to Funkin before he falls off is, "You're going down."
No.
Try to help.
Alistair also suddenly follows him as
Here
is
I go.
tied to him with a rope.
Can I cast levitate?
No. In fact, you accelerate. That's what you cast.
Oh shit!
No. You come up and the guards greet you. They usher you in. And the kodo, as soon as it steps foot on the dry sands and grass of the barrens, you hear him go. And he seems happy. He seems content, and as if he is on very familiar land suddenly. And he starts walking. And I think that's where we're going to leave today's episode.
God damn.
For once, no earth-shattering or life-endangering...
I was waiting for it. That's when I wrote my up to something comment, was partly because I was like, you're making this incredibly safe and welcoming. What? You come up to the top and there's like a 200-meter wide beholder that swallows you all.
Yeah, it's a case of everything. What could possibly go wrong?
Not that you've got us all like nervous with your expositions.
What are you trying to say? Is there something with my storytelling that might lead you to believe that there is danger afoot?
It's a compliment. I like it.
I will take that as a solid
Once
compliment.
we are safe. Yay.
For now. I mean, yes, you are. Yeah, no. Let's start with the party. What are your thoughts?
Delightful episode.
Do we feel like we got to do something that we was happy with? Is there something that you're missing that you would like to play out now towards the end as an intermission or anything?
I have a small detail, and that's during the course of the journey, while people were on their various watches and that, Fonkin, while he was deep in sleep, he's been kind of like kicking and squirming like a little dog or a cat, dreaming. And there's been lots of strange sounds, almost like little subliminal, or little minor illusions while he's been asleep or whatever, just muttering to himself. And as part of his maturation and his enhanced powers, you've heard things like what sounds like roaring fires at times, faint smells of smoke, and also the sounds of like ocean waves and things lapping and smashing against rocks and everything. It's been sort of alternating between those two things, and that's to give some hints towards the fact that he's learned Fireball and Tidal Wave.
Hey.
And I took Tidal Wave. I wasn't going to take Tidal Wave. There's another spell that I really, really want because I think it's going to be hilarious if I get it later on. but I took tidal wave because of the events of wingy bloke, and flooding the Salt Flats. So I felt, and there's also some backstory stuff about fires and water.
Yeah.
That's not to put out the fireball then when you accidentally cast it without asking how big the room is then.
No, why would I ever put a fire out? I love fire.
Also, quick side note: why do I feel like I need to get Wingling Dragon to voice Deathwing at some point?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That I like that. I like that description and that reasoning behind it. Can I ask what the other spell was, or do you want to keep that a secret until next time when you might need to pick up one?
So I looked at 2 other spells, and I won't tell you why I was looking at it, but the 2 other spells I was looking at was Fly, and that hence the question about the dragon, and I got the hint, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to spoil anything that goes in that direction. And the other spell is Haste. And I'm not going to tell you why I want to take haste, apart from its mechanical benefits. There's a reason.
Why do I sense a pun? Why do I sense a pun? Like there's going to be
something old, you know.
You know why you sense a pun? Because we know him. That's
why. That'll be why then. Yeah, I'm rolling with familiarity against him. Then yeah.
I feign injury as a free action.
Should I roll the bus back over again? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, new spell, 69 bus.
All right. Anyone else who have any thoughts or ideas?
I didn't know what a knoll was till today.
Yeah.
It's a WoW knoll.
Yes.
I want to play a Knoll Druid that's called Grassy.
Wow. Wow.
When you cast a spell, we could have the shot from the grassy knoll.
Yeah.
He's a spell sniper.
Why not make him a bartender?
Don't let him in libraries. Don't let him anywhere near libraries.
Just make him a bartender. You can have a shot from the grassy knoll anytime you want then.
Nice. Yep. I love
it. I had to re-listen to that. Oh, we said make him a bard tender. I thought, what the fuck's a bard tender?
Well, we've got exactly.
I've been talking about bards earlier.
2 new characters now: Bartholomew, the bartender, and Grassy Knoll.
This sounds like the start of an excellent tavern.
Yeah. You're lucky because I was going to apply to go to Dimworld and I was going to play an Irishman called Paddy O'Dawes, the builder.
Oh God!
Do it.
Mining out your stockpiles. Don't ask him what's buried under Paddy O'Dawes.
I'll give you all the wood for your building.
Right. Did we have? I must admit, I have forgotten to check if any of you had any shopping that you did.
Aha! The thing that we all keep forgetting.
I actually need to check how much money. Like, what are we talking about in terms of what we'd be able to like? Is it just we should come up with something that's say like a minor and like an uncommon?
Yeah.
Item kind of thing. Okay.
15 gold and that's it.
Tiny gadget or something. You know.
Can it be magical? So can it be like an uncommon magical like?
Yeah, I will allow that.
So there's here's the thing. I'll see if I can dig it out. There's a PDF that I've got that's like, I think it's called Sane Magical Prices, and it gives you a bunch of things. It gives you a list of things that are like game breakers, like don't let people have these. It gives you a list of things that give them like a fair price of like, because it could be something that's uncommon, but it's like really OP. So it'll give you like a guide of, so if anybody asks for a thing, you can just quickly look that up and say, okay, that one, I can see that working, or, you know, let's change the flavor of it a little bit or something like that. It's a really useful tool because otherwise it's not as easy as like all the uncommon ones. They're safe to give out kind of thing. There's a couple of them that are like, oh, wow, this is actually quite strong.
Yeah. So there's one item I want to give to both Ragnar and Dunbar in this, because it kind of fits for those moments where it's needed for extra pizzazz. Dunbar for your intimidation checks. when you really want to show off, and likewise, Ragnar, when he kind of really stands his ground as a dwarf and is the protector of the realm and the paladin of Tyr, and all of these things, proper warrior of his gods, is the Cape of Billowing,
The cape.
where
I love that.
like it's just a normal cape, but as a free action, I think it's once or twice per day or something, you can make it seem like you're standing there heroically and the cape is billowing in the wind, making you seem more like just larger than life as you're doing your heroic pose and speech or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, if we go uncommon magic, I'd love the classic bag of holding.
You can have a bag of holding. I will allow this.
I would love that.
Yeah. No, that's that
God,
is.
Filled with food.
Good God, he'd be putting an entire freaking workshop out of it.
Oh yes. Or, I have such a good idea.
Oh God.
I just got rope trick, the extra dimensional thing. I would love for the for the bag of holding to also have my rope trick. So just a rope comes out of the bag and then I climb into the bag.
Oh gods, that
that would be kind of fun.
that sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
I think we had a situation where a halfling in a party died in a bag of holding because there's no
Yeah, there's
air
no
and
breathable
stuff, and
air,
they
yeah.
couldn't get back out from inside, so they just died.
Yeah, no, it's a lot like climbing down a well in like scuba gear. And if someone, takes the rope and puts it into the bag and closes the lid, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah. I'm not sure I'm okay with you climbing into your bag of holding, but you can have a bag of holding.
would have been cool.
I'm very open for having a very like a cool variant of it though. So
Yeah.
let's figure out a good way of doing that, and then you can have something.
This is just a silly one based on what Silver just said in my chat, but it's actually a sandbag of holding. So it's just exactly the same. It's just it looks like a little sandbag, like from the military or something, because of the desert and all the sand we've just gone through. So it's a sandbag. I'm not saying that that's what this is at all. So I'm sure Lima would have desires on a particular design, but I just think
Yeah.
it'd be quite funny as a chat comment, a sandbag of holding. It's got all the things you ever put into it, plus it always contains 5 kilos of sand. Well, it's
you want it
weightless
or not.
whilst within the
I would. There is. I'm looking at a list of uncommon things, and there are goggles of night, and they give you night vision out of 60. I already have that. I just want more use for my goggles.
Imagine we go for like a few weeks, and then at some point, Alistair goes, "Oh, I probably should have given you these, Dunbar.
Yeah. Try
Since
that
you're always
out.
on night watch."
I was wondering maybe because I'm trying to think of what Dunbar tries to always be tricky with whatever he wants to get and stuff. So I'm thinking the helm of telepathy. It lets him do detect thoughts as an action.
Okay.
Well, against a save, it's not always
Well,
given.
yeah,
It's
a DC 13 save.
Yeah, there you go.
Helm of telepathic.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Can't find that cape you were talking about.
Detect thoughts. Second level divination spell. Components: a copper piece, penny for your thoughts. Get out. Yeah, for you can read the thoughts of a certain creature. How does that work when this creature potentially thinks in a different language than you know?
You detect the thoughts, but you don't necessarily understand them.
Ah, okay. Oh, you know what? You're gonna come up against a thing that just has no thoughts. It's just constantly.
You have detected the thoughts of this gelatinous cube.
What is it thinking? Nothing?
You hear the wind.
We should probably just leave that thing alone.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Surprised nobody chimed in and was, oh, he's a Marine. Helm of telepathy.
Trying to find
What's the
that
range on that
cape
thing?
you were talking about. Is that cape you're talking about like a high level thing or something?
No,
It's a billowing cape, isn't it?
it's just I
Oh,
think
is it under billowing?
yeah.
Maybe that's why, because I'm looking under cape.
Cloak of billowing. It's from Xanathar, so it might not be in whatever list you're looking at.
Oh, I'm just D&D.
Yeah, no,
okay.
it's just while wearing this cloak, you can use a bonus action to make it billow dramatically. That's it.
Yes.
But it's a wondrous item, but it's common, so you know.
Yeah. I just want to give that to you guys because it feels like it's fitting for certain situations.
Would be amazing. 4 people
Cloak of billowing.
come into town and it's completely bereft of any sort of movement in the air, and everyone goes right 1, 2, 3, go, and then everyone at the same time uses a bonus action to.
I don't know why, but for some strange reason, as you're saying that, what's playing in my head is now the Helldivers theme of da 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 da.
Yeah, them all stood at the front,
As
posing
they're
with their
kind of
arms.
standing there looking dramatic. Yeah, no,
Yeah, it fits. Billowing capes, yeah.
Yep.
Well, it will be that, or I don't know if Funkin has thaumaturgy, but it will be everyone bellows the capes at the same time. Funkin does I'm just gonna sound. Like people looking at 4 people with a giant fart noise and awful smell or whatever from prestidigitation and billowing capes, and go, wow, that's impressive.
Have no fear, citizens. The windbreakers are here.
Yeah, and Alistair just patting around his backside to check it's not him again.
Oh God.
Yeah.
The post-dinner party indigestion troop.
You cause flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color for 1 minute, and there's a light behind it suddenly turns green or something.
Oh God.
What's that? Nitrogen.
Okay, nice throwback.
That's I like that. I appreciate that one.
Yeah, that's good.
Grumbles, do not forget your robes that you have been given.
Wait. Robes?
Robes, yes.
Robes.
Okay, robes. I got nothing.
I gave you
I'm
some
sorry.
robes. We talked
you
about
at
it
the
in
end of your
DMs.
robes?
Oh. I mean, oh yeah, my robes. Minor illusion. I will need to go and look it up again.
Yeah.
I have forgotten.
It's just
It
one of
doesn't
those.
mean I didn't enjoy it. It just means my brain didn't work.
It's fine. It's just one of those minor quirks. Yeah. Any last thoughts? Ideas?
Yeah, can I swear at my computer because I've just got my cameras working?
Sure.
Cloak of billowing.
Yes. Yeah.
Doesn't even really have any ability other
Nope.
than you can make
No,
it
no, it's
move
just-
without wind.
Yeah, it's dramatic. That's literally the only thing. Which is why I think it's a common item.
It's I just love the idea of being able to use that when trying to intimidate or something.
I'm angry. Flutter, flutter, flutter.
It is a Batman cloak. It definitely is a Batman cloak, Murray. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll give a +1 to intimidate on it.
Hey,
Make it
How
a
do I-
+1 charisma.
now I have to figure out how to edit an item.
But that's only if you use it while you intimidate. Like it's not a flat +1. Like you have to billow, and that's when it gives a
You have to
+1.
fill up.
Yeah.
You have to fill up.
So to intimidate,
Now
you
I'm
have
gonna
to
have
roll
to
20
take
or
s-
below.
Now I gotta.
Wow.
Now I gotta like.
I like the idea
No.
of being +2 if you do it at night.
Or if you're perched on the edge of a church next to a gargoyle.
Yeah, exactly.
I was about to say. Now I gotta get a cowl. I gotta get a mask or something.
Justice for Gotham. I mean, Thunder Bluff. All right, gentlemen.
What's that? I can hear something in the dark. It's coming this way. Vengeance.
Vengeance.
Justice.
Oh yeah.
Wait, there's
justice,
a
not
there's a
vengeance,
cloak
sorry.
of the bat actually.
There is a cloak of the bat. Yes, that there is, but that doesn't have that effect.
Doesn't say it has any effect. What the heck?
I think it allows you to fly.
Roll 20's not telling me anything.
So who's going on?
Last question, and you're all going to Eco, I expect, apart from Damien.
Well, I'm going to Eco.
Well, okay, fair enough.
I will,
make
but I
sure
need to
people
do some
understand
stuff
the
first.
force.
There's going to be a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Cloak of the Bat. While wearing this cloak, you have advantage on dexterity stealth checks in an area of dim light or darkness. You can grip the edge of the cloak with both hands and use it to fly at a speed of 40 feet.
There you go.
If you ever fail to grip the cloak's edge while flying in this way, or if you're no longer in dim light or darkness, you lose this flying speed. Imagine
But it is
that.
Batman's cloak.
So you fly, and then a spotlight hits you, and it goes.
Yeah, it's Batman. Batman would do the same thing. Oh crap!
Yeah.
Basically, what happens is you fly, and then Ragnar, for no apparent reason, gets fed up and casts daylight on you.
Oh no.
So I think the reason it is rare is while wearing the cloak in an area of dim light or darkness, you can use your action to cast polymorph on yourself and turn yourself into a bat.
Yes.
But if
Oh.
it was not that, it would just be.
Batman's
edited
nemesis,
version of
good
that?
lighting.
Can I get a World of Warcraft edited version of that one?
In what way?
I don't know. I just want to be Batman now.
He's already playing a dragon. And he, like, no, I want to be a bat dragon. A dragon.
A dragon.
A dragat.
No, wait, no. Batman definitely rolls better. We've seen him.
Batman's nemesis, good illumination and dice.
God. All
He
right.
says you could use the bat signal to shoot down Batman.
Yep.
It would work.
It's just
Alfred, I need to come up with a dark light bat signal.
to allow it to cast darkness in a globe around the cape.
Yeah, the problem with darkness is you can't see anything.
Exactly.
I like Batman turning up at the police station every night, and it's like, no, Batman, we didn't call for you. It's just, it's sun went down. We go through this every Monday.
But the best part about this is if Dunbar has got the bat cape, or whatever it is called, he can't see in the dark, so you're going to hear his da-da-da, poof as he hits something and flies into it. Jumps off the nearest building and hits a skyscraper 20 foot past it.
you'll see a completely pitch black ball fly from one building into the wall of another building.
Yeah. And then Fonkin casts prestidigitation, like minor illusion, and it says "Kwathwack," like the old cartoon.
Kapow, yeah.
You guys are not unselling it. You're selling it.
I know. That's great.
For some strange reason now, all I'm seeing is Dunbar in Peter Griffin style holding his shin on the ground after. Yeah.
All I can see is Fonkin saying, "Cards doing prestidigitation, whether it is, and going to Dunbar, land in this net, which doesn't actually exist, you know."
No.
I also want to add, on a different note, thank you very much to all the players and and our storyteller again. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I loved the whole, making the thing together, the caravan, whatever. And I enjoyed all of that, and I enjoyed the pursuit and the mystery and the sort of suspense without having to be like in an encounter per se. It was I like that rolling encounter stuff. It was good stuff. Really enjoyed it.
Did you plan on the wagon being easy to assemble, or did he just really destroy the rolls that well?
No, you guys absolutely dismantled the ever-loving shit out of any sort of possible inconvenience that could happen. Like, we're talking, I had a thought that, is you put it together, but it has squeaky wheels. Oh, you put it together, but there's there's a few too many gaps between it, so it's not that comfortable to sleep in. Oh, you put it together, but one of the wheels is wonky, so you always get like a pa-dump, 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 pa-dump. It's that
You
sort of
didn't
thing.
count on the majesty of gnomish artistry.
No, this was like it was
most of
chef's
all,
kiss.
Teamwork.
Yes,
You could
exactly.
sell this wagon probably.
Honestly, yes. That, or if you manage to put together a couple of mecha striders, you could probably enginize it. Mechanize it, like give it its own engine.
Oh, no, now you're giving me an idea.
What
the
we
first
really
car.
need in this party is more tinkering with mecha spiders. Yeah,
That one went so
Coming
well
from a
last
nearly
time.
dead gnome.
Okay.
I think that's not a bad idea, Grumbles. Just make sure that the person doing the tinkering
Is the
one
actual
of the
tinkerer,
actual
yeah.
qualified people,
Yeah.
not someone who goes, "I wonder what happens if we fill it with nos."
Yeah.
Blows up. That's what happens.
There's also something about you could be in the company of goblins, and this could be goblin technology, which in essence is just black powder being lit in a semi-controlled fashion. So yeah, I think of the options you have, this is probably going to be the better.
The gnomish invention will not go quite as quick as the goblin invention. However, it will get there in one piece.
Yes.
The goblin
Maybe.
invention might get there in one piece. No guarantees.
Only if you had TNT. It works better with TNT.
Grumbles, are you going Dawn directly?
Yes, I'm gonna go grab a drink, and but yes, I'll be ecoing. I've got a bloody town to sort out.
I will.
Yeah, you do.
I will probably be on shortly too, myself, but I need a tiny break first. But thank you so much, guys, for once again being part of an excellent episode, rolling with ideas, bringing up ideas yourself, because I have been part of parties where everything relied on the DM thinking of things. So, Lima, I love your suggestions for how we could build the wagon and stuff going on. It was like okay, this is so much better than anything I had in mind. Yes, let's go with it. I love this. And the use of the prestidigitation to create the Kodo sounds and smells to ward them off. The perked up puppy like creature as he hears whispers from his patron. and Ragnar going on actual patrols around.
Yeah, that was
and,
smart.
Like
We wouldn't have
Anyone
handled that
that left the
intel
wagon.
otherwise.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. No, I loved it, and the handling of how you washed ashore, and yeah. No, it's excellent playing with you guys, and I love telling the story. So yeah.
I just
Unfortunately,
realized, has my camera been inverted all day?
No, it's been
Or-
fine.
no, it's been fine.
It's just on Grumbles' stream, mine is inverted and his own is inverted.
What?
No.
Oh. No, you're fine
Huh?
on my end, meaning that there's something.
Oh, mine is inverted as well now.
Yeah. I think maybe because Doc came in and moved, so the window you had that was inverted has moved over to a different thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your two were both inverted. Now.
Ah.
Oh, because I had to
no.
flick one round. I think it was Damien's was always the one way around or something for
No,
me.
I think your one is inverted. That
Yeah.
region, but now you and I have switched, so you're inverted. and
Oh,
you-
yeah,
Ah.
that makes sense. Yep. Oh well.
Yeah, because you've done it that way, right? Okay.
Anyway, I'm Trad.
Really? Really?
Yeah, bad news is I'm not available for this now until the 9th of February because I'm working next weekend.
Yeah.
The weekend after is my sister's 50th, so I'll be out with her, and then the weekend after I'm working. So unfortunately, we've got a 4-week break now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe we can try to get. I don't want to say that, but maybe we could try to do it another day than Sunday. Before then, see if we can squeeze something in.
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. That's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna say.
Yeah, we can have a look and see.
Yes, definitely. I'm gonna hop
Right,
off the call,
GG guys.
and Grumbles, you know the rules, and so do I.
Take care, have fun.
GG.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye.